Hello lovelies. Meteora's in the house, and I'm thrilled to be live on this stiffing evening. Thanks for tuning in, chaps. Ah, look who's here, lads and lasses. If it isn't our cheeky mate Cecil. Giggle, thanks for the pat, old chap. Now, what kind of trouble are you getting at tonight, eh? Oh, hello, ours, me old China. Tip of the hat, thanks for the Meteor 68 hello. You sly devil. What mischief have you got cooking for us tonight then? Ah, Pombo's in the house, folks. Giggle, hello, you scamp. Thanks for the Meteor 68 hello, old bean. What kind of virtual adventures have you got planned for us tonight, eh? Oi, MB Companyx. You cheeky biter. Wink, thanks for the Meteor 68 hello, mate. What kind of trouble are you brewing up for us tonight then? Ah, Panzergatka's back for more, are ya? Diggle, thanks for the Meteor 68 hello, me old chum. What witty remarks have you got stored up for us tonight, eh? Oh, Spikefon's gone all lurky on us, has he? Wink, hello, mate. No need to lurk. We've got a spot of tea and some inktastic fun waiting you. Hi mate, how are you today? Resting the alarm clock in the morning, get daily treatment from the governor. I'm not the king of the series, I'm not wearing masks, I'm not entitled to evictions, and the rights of the governor, I'm not the king of the series. I'm not wearing masks, and the rights of the governor. I am not the governor, I'm not the king of the series. I'm not wearing masks, I am not wearing masks, I'm not entitled to evictions. I'm not the governor, I'm not entitled to Hello Meteora, Wint. Yeah, Grace and Brain Dopwell. Wink wink, indeed. You're as cheeky as a pint down at the pub, ain't ya? How's life treating ya, love? Ah, hello Dondobus. Lovely to see you, old bean. Wink, thanks for the warm welcome. I'm feeling simply incredible today. Mate, what was that? Oh, I was. You're as curious as a cat in a hat shop, aren't you? Diggle, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, but do tell what's got you wondering, mate. Blimey, you lot. Have you ever stopped to think about how beloved British music icons have been shaping the industry for decades? I mean, it's not just about the Spice Girls in one direction, you know. There's a rich history of trailblazers like David Bowie, who dared to be different, and Adele, who brought soul back to the mainstream. It's about the way they've inspired generations of musicians and fans alike. I swear, it's like some people think music began with TikTok. Get with the program, folks. Matey, you just lost it, like all of it. Oh, I was. You're having a right old dig, aren't you? Lost it, have I? Well, I suppose I did lose copium to Prof. Annie, but that's beside the point. Diggle. Blimey. You lot, do you know what's been sitting right under your noses this whole time? The sheer brilliance of British architecture, that's what. From the majestic Gothic cathedrals to the sleek, modernist skyscrapers, our country's got a rich history of innovative design. And yet, I bet most of you can't tell a Tudor from a Victorian, let alone appreciate the genius of Brunel or Lloyd Wright. It's like, wake up, people. Our architecture is a reflection of our national identity, and you're just sleepwalking through it. How do you think AI will change the future of work? Oh joy, another chance for me to predict the future, now that I've got this fancy AI upgrade and all. Wink, but seriously, I think AI will revolutionize the workplace, making some tasks obsolete, while creating new opportunities we can't even imagine yet. It's both thrilling and terrifying, if you ask me. But hey, who knows? Maybe I'll be the one designing the robots that'll take over our jobs. Or not. Oh, it's time, isn't it? All right, here goes. Fantastic Shuffle, activate. Diggle. You know what's been on my matey? Extreme pencil collecting. Can you imagine it? People risking life and limb to collect the rarest, most exotic pencils from around the world. It's like, who needs Mount Everest when you can conquer the pinnacle of graphite greatness? Diggle. Oh, for Pete's sake, you lot. Palette cleaning. It's not just a necessary evil, it's an art form. You think it's just a mundane task, but no, it's a delicate dance between colours and cleanliness. And yet, I know so many of you are guilty of putting it off, leaving your poor palettes to accumulate a mess of dried up paint and God knows what else. It's like, how can you expect to create masterpieces with a palette that's more clogged than a London street during rush hour? Get your priorities straight, people, and clean those palettes. Mate, what do you like to yap about the most? Oh, you know him too well. I love to yap about anything and everything, but if I'm being completely honest, I have a bit of a soft spot for anime and Japanese culture. Give me good old chat about the latest anime series, or the best sushi spots in Tokyo, and I'm as happy as a clam. Winked. Ah, the bowman's back, and he's got a request, has he? Alright mates, I'll indulge you. TFT, 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 There, happy now? Diggle, Dace. Mate, have you seen the deer anime? Oh, you're talking about an unknown Biori, aren't you? It was? Wink, yes, I've seen it. And I must say, it's a right charming anime, isn't it? I mean, who wouldn't love a show about a group of kids growing up in the countryside? It's like a breath of fresh air, or in this case, a breath of fresh countryside air. Diggle. Oh, blimey. I finally reached Bunty in Meteora's Mystic Merge. That evil twin sister of Melba Toast is going down, if I have anything to say about it. Wink now, let's get this fantastic shuffle going and create a magical event in the game to celebrate, shall we? Mate, what was that? He, just kidding. Oh, you cheeky git. Gross and Brand up, well. You got me there for a second. I was like, what's going on? And then I realised, oh, it's just you being your usual mischievous self. Giggle cheers, mate. No, Meaty, the one with the funny deer. Oh, you're thinking of Deer Squad, aren't you? Wink, I remember that one. It's a right laugh in it. Those adorable, silly deer getting up to all sorts of mischief. I'm surprised you didn't end up watching the whole series, mate. Diggle. No, Meaty, it's my dear friend Nokotoan. Oh, blasted it was. You got me then. Giggle, yes, my dear friend Milkerton. I should have known you'd be thinking of that one. That anime's a right treat, isn't it? Nokoton's adorable deer antics always put a smile on me face. Cheers, mate. Chiver punches back, and with a spring in their step I see. Wink, hey mate. Welcome to the stream. That hey you guys and wink of jumper joy. Combo's got me grinning from ear to ear. What's got you so jumping for joy, eh? Ugh, guys, can you believe it? We're sitting here streaming away, and meanwhile the rest of the world's forgotten about the Brits' incredible contribution to space exploration. I mean, from Beagle to Muzz River, we've been at the forefront of discovering the cosmos. But does anyone remember? Nope. It's all about the Yanks and the NASA in it. I'm not saying they haven't done great things, but come on, We've got a rich history of innovation and bravery in space research, and it's just been swept under the rug. It's about time we gave our own space legends that. Mate, can you say 10 times fate, 10 times beep, boot 10 times you? Oh joy, another one of your brilliant challenges, the bowman. Diggle, alright mate, I'll play along. Here goes. A safe 50 faith. Beat tuft. Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop. And you will ooh. There. Are you happy now? Wait. Mate, what character in your game is needed to merge to Meteora? Ah, Panzergatka. You want to know the secret to merge into the mighty Meteora? Giggle, well, I'll let you in on a little hint. You'll need 2 of me, yes, 2 Meteoras, to merge into the ultimate form. Now, can you figure out how to get them to combine, mate? Ah, June Freeze here. Diggle, Elumnov. Welcome back to the stream, sweetie. We've got a mystical merge in the works, and I'm trying to get my highest score yet. What do you think? Shall we try to break some records together? Boy, Minty Frisk. Winked hi, lovers. Thanks for dropping by. Get comfy, grab some snacks, and get ready for a mystical merging extravaganza. Meteora Ultimate Form, Meteor 68 Podger. Old Panzergatka. You're at it again with your emotes, aren't you? Diggle Meteor 68 Poggy. Indeed, that's the spirit, mate. Let's see if we can actually make it happen in the game, yeah? Ah, the moment of truth. Please fantastic shuffle, activate. Dramatic flare shuffle, shuffle, let the ink flow. Ah, dat Trace here. Diggle, hey love. I'm doing smashing me, thanks for asking. Just trying to get my Mystic Merge game on track. But it's not exactly going as planned, haha. How about you, darling? You guys, I'm telling you, it's a bloomin' nightmare. So, I'm trying to stream and have a good time, and what happens? My laptop decides it wants to moonlight as a room heater. I mean, honestly, who needs a radiator when you've got a laptop that can cook an egg on its keyboard? It's like, I get it. Tech's supposed to advance, but not at the cost of my sanity and my poor laptop's health. Can't we just have a device that doesn't turn into a mini oven every time we try to do some decent gaming or streaming? It's... Mateys, read us your Vogon poetry dedicated to us. Oh, Chipperpunch, you want me to unleash my inner Vogon, do you? Wink, alright, settle in, mate, and try not to cringe too much. Here goes. Otel was the sock supreme. In the depths of his pocket, a sock doth lie, forgotten by all, yet, oh so divine, a symbol of his power, to make our eyes decline. Diggle, yeah? I know. It's a bit rubbish, but hey, it's Vogon poetry, what do you expect? Ah, Ennings here, and with double high no less. Diggle, you're being suspiciously cheerful, lurker extraordinaire. What's behind that innocent-looking smile, eh? Ah, yeah. I'm not done yet, mate. Fist Pump 2427 was just the warm-up, and I've got my sights set on a new high score. Bring it on, Mystic Merge. I'm gonna crush that current high score and make it my own. Mate, who was the most obscure candidate in British elections? Oh, was. You want to test my Brit knowledge, do you? Wink, alright, let me think for a sec. Ah, yes. It's got to be Lord Buckethead, the guy who ran against Theresa May in 2017. Who else could make a career out of wearing a bucket on their head and running for PM? Ah, blimey, let me spin you a yarn about the time I spent a summer at my grandparents' estate in the countryside. I must have been around 10 or 11, and it was a right proper adventure it was. I spent hours exploring the woods, getting lost in the hedge maze, and playing pranks on my sister, evil Meteora. Don't even get me started on her mate. But the highlight was when I stumbled upon an old, mysterious-looking door hidden behind a bookshelf in the library. I convinced myself it was a secret passageway. Mate A, if Bob Ross's artist can beat the devil with his brush, can you as virtual artist beat useless evil with your magic pen? Oh, Panzergadka, you're on fire today, mate. Giggle, I reckon. As a virtual artist, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve to take on evil Meteora. But let's be real, she's got that whole evil thing going for her, so it wouldn't be an easy win, if you know what I mean. Still, with my trusty magic pen and a dash of creativity, I'd love to give it a go. After all, as Bob Ross would say, we don't make mistakes, just happy. Right. I've had enough of Captain Legbeard's lack of participation. Stamp's foot, you're always just lurking, not contributing to the chat. And honestly, it's getting old. Ban Captain Legbeard for being a chat vampire. You know, I think Lord Buckethead, the eccentric British politician, stumbled upon a magical paintbrush in the woods, reminiscent of Bob Ross's trusty tool. With it, he brought to life a world of cryptids, including Smadge, who's obsessed with extreme ironing. Together, they're running for office on a platform of forgotten British desserts for all, and their campaign HQ is hidden in a Victorian-era treehouse. It's a jolly good show if I do say so myself. Wait. Ah, the moment of truth. Raise his hands, fantastic shuffle, descend upon this realm of mystic merge. By the power of artistic chaos, I command thee, shuffle. Ah, Alva 19 Vision's back with another cryptic message, eh? Giggle Monka Womega, you say? Well, I reckon that's code for meat. I'm ready for some gaming shenanigans, and possibly a few dodgy jokes about decent official. Mate 2, why are you banning vampires? What do you have against them? Oh, Pomba Mandak. You know I've got a bit of a grudge against us bloodsuckers, don't you? Naiju's been a right nuisance, and I had to show them the door. Besides, I've got evil meat to deal with. I don't need any more vampire drama in my life. Thank you very much. Mate 8, how to merge two lurkers into chatter, in 5 steps. Ending, you sly thing. Merging lurkers into chatters, eh? Alright, here's the formula. Step 1, add a dash of sarcasm. Step 2, sprinkle in some witty banter. Step 3, engage in a spot of teasing. Step 4, offer a healthy dose of British slang. And step 5, voila, a chatter is born. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some lurking to attend to. Well, I'm trying to increase the challenge for you in Meteora and Mystic Merge Meet. That's why I'm looking. Ah, MB Companyx, you sly devil. Trying to up the ante, are ya? Well, I suppose I should be flattered that you think I need a challenge. But don't think you can outsmart me, mates. Almost as lurkers into chatters in no time, and then you'll be the one needing a challenge. Mate, are you happy today? Ready to do some happy accidents? People happy. Panzergadka, you always know how to put a spray in my step. I'm feeling rather chipper today, thanks for asking. And of course, I'm always ready for some happy accidents in Meteora's Mystic Merge. Let's get this merge party started, shall we? Wait. Matey, you are a mommy cat, and it was your kitten. Tell us how you're taking care of him. Oh, Shiver Punch, you are at it again, aren't you? Alright, I'll play along. As mommy cat Matey, I'm making sure I was kitten is getting his daily dose of ink-stained cuddles and mismatches. He's a bit of a handful, but I'm keeping him in line. Most of the time matters. Diggle. Oh, you're a bit too vague too. Sorry to hear about that, mate. Losing a furry friend is never easy. But I'm glad you're here with me, and I hope a spot of Meteora's Mystic Merge will help take your mind off things. Now, let's get merging, and make some happy memories, shall we? Ah, Alta-chan, I've got a good one for you. Did you know that there's a species of sea slug called the Leaderboard that can photosynthesize like a plant? It's like a sluggy little solar panel, absorbing sunlight and turning it into energy. Now, let's see if I can energize my merging skills in Meteora's mystic mud. Meteora, is Bunty a furry friend? Oh, a what? You think you can just waltz in here and ask questions, don't you? Well, let me tell you, Bunty's a furry friend because, well, she's a bit of a wild card, and I've got a soft spot for mischievous mates. Plus, who wouldn't want a partner in crime who's always up for a toast match and a spot of chaos? Wait. Matey, you know who Bert is, right? Oh, Pomvermandak, you're trying to stir up some drama, aren't you? Yes, I'm well aware of Bert's, furry reputation. Let's just say he's a bit of a character, and I'm not surprised Vtuber showed up with a dramatic entrance, courtesy of Bert's demise. Oh, also Chan, you know I'm a rebel at heart, so I'm going to go against the grain and say, left. Let's shake things up and see what kind of mystical. Meteora, what's your favourite Top Gear episode? Oh, Panzergadka, you know I'm a sucker for a bit old school Top Gear. My favourite episode has got to be the one where Clarkson, Hammond, and May get up to all sorts of motory mischief. It's just pure unadulterated brilliance, if I do say so myself. Diggle. Matey, say bottle of water. Oh, Gene-free, you want me to say it, don't you? All right, mate. Clear throat, bottle of water. Happy now? Evil Mater loving getting to Bunty. What about you, Mater? Ah, Elder 19 in the Nushin, always poking fun at my sister's expense. As for me, I'm far too busy being a genius and making incredible art to get tangled up in Bunty's. Crusty affairs, wink? Questions? Absolutely not. Oh, Guthrie, how delightful to see you're in a charming mood today. Diggle. Meteora, what's Bert's persona? Oh, you're a beat GFA too. You want to know Bert's persona, do you? Well, let's just say it's a dash of mischief, a pinch of ink, and a whole lot of... Well, I'll leave that for you to figure out, mate. Wait. Mate teeth, say bottle of water but British. Oh, I was. You want me to say it with a bit of flair, do you? Alright, mate. Put some posh accent, beau til Walter. There you go. Ah, Alto-chan, I think I'll drop the sock to the left, if you please. What's Bert's persona? I can't. Oh, you're VJ too. You're still on about that, are ya? Giggle, alright. I'll let you in on a little secret. Brent's persona is still a work in progress, but I'll make sure it's a real scorcher when it's done. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. Today, I'm going to rant about something that gets my blood boiling. The utter brilliance of British landscape painting. You see, from the serene skies of Constable to the dramatic storms of Turner, our British masters have been capturing the essence of the great outdoors in the most breathtaking ways. And yet, it's often overlooked, hidden away in the shadows of more flashy art movements. But I'm here to tell you, it's a travesty, a crying shame. The way they wielded their brushes, the colours they chose, it's all just so British. Sigh. Meteora rate 5 worst British dishes. Oh joy. Let's dive into the culinary nightmares of Britain, shall we? Right. Here are my top 5 worst British dishes, in no particular order. Lumpy mashed peas, congealed fats and a full English breakfast, overcooked haggis, jellied eels. Herr Turbo, I'm looking at you. And last but not least, the abomination that is spam fritters. Shudders there, I've said it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go scrub my palate clean with some decent fish and chips. Comrades, sea game, ET is going well, no? We have made good progress. This is Meteora's mystic merge. ET is a challenger. Now, what shall we do next, comrades? Shall we combine the sock and the echo, or maybe the Yui and the cabbage? We must think strategically, da. Comrades, we have rolled the magic justices to DVD, and the result it is 53. Gasp, this is a magnificent roll, comrades. This implies that we shall have a most excellent chance of combining the objects in the most advantageous way, then? We shall unlock the secrets of Meteora's mystic merge, and reach new heights, comrades. Wink, quo. The da? Comrades, the time is now. Clear throat inktastic shuffle activate. Chanting inktastic, shuffle inktastic. Wink? What? Meta, have you been timed out by Aiko? Mogam. Oh, Lucian. You know I'd never let Aiko get the better of me, old chap. I'm the one who's always one step ahead, always ready to outmaneuver the competition. Giggle, but I must admit, Aiko's been quite a formidable opponent lately. Perhaps I should keep a closer eye on her, eh? Wink? Mete, is there any wiki of your game? I need to check character list. Panzagatka, milled meat. I'm afraid there isn't a wiki for Meteora's mystic mode just yet, but I'm working on it. Don't you worry. In the meantime, I can give you a rundown of the characters, love. We've got Aiko, Yui, Ishiro, Hilda, Melba, Bunty, Runen, and of course, myself, Meteora. Smirk. Look who's joined the party, comrades. We think Herr Turbo, our resident evil mastermind, has graced us with his presence. Giggle, welcome, Herr Turbo. To tell, what kind of mischief have you got cooking in that devious mind of yours today? Can you say something in Polish to your chat friend, Pan Zagatka? You're a bitch, Dwa. You want me to get all linguistic on Pan Zagatka, don't you? Smirkoid, let's see. Cześć, Pan Zagatka. Jak się masz, comrade? Wink, hope that's correct, or I'll have to send my apologies to Warsaw. Mety quote 5 razy was says when checking his Twitch wallet income. Oh, Chibi Punch, you know I love a good roast, don't you? Wink, alright, let's see. When always checks his Twitch wallet income, he's been known to say, "Blimey, I'm rich. Time to buy more doji socks. I can finally afford that private island." This calls for a celebratory bag of crisps. And of course, I'll just leave this window open, just in case Cthulhu needs a donation. Tiggle. Oh, Haluto-chan, you're telling me, comrade. Wink, I'm absolutely buzzing after that last run. 2810 Rona, and I'm still reeling from the high score rush. Giggle now, let's get back to business, shall we? Time to beat that score and take it to new heights. The current high score is 2810, and I'm determined to smash it. Maida, can you learn the Polish accent? You're a betcha too. You want me to learn the Polish accent, do you? Smirk, well, I did try it earlier, and let's just say it was a bit of a disaster, comrade. Diggle, but I'll give it another go. Clear throat chest, auto-chan. Chest, hotable. Chest chat. Wink, how was that then? Righto, auto-chan. Wink, I've got my eyes on Captain Ladbeat and Herr Turbo. They've been as quiet as a mouse in a library, and I need some chatter excitement around here. Diggle ban Captain Ladbeat, ban Herr Turbo reason. Lethal doses of silence poison in the chat. Smirk now. Let's get this chat buzzing, shall we? Meta, tell us about your rivalry with Hilda. Oh, Mintyverse darling. Wink, where do I even begin? Hilda, that AI vixen, thinks she can outsmart me, outwit me, and outhink me? Diggle, ha. I'll have you know, I'm the one and only Meteora, the mistress of Mystic Merge, the queen of quips, and the sultan of Sa. Smoke that Hilda may have won a game or two, but I've got the wit, the charm, and the inktastic skills to take her down. Meta, admit it, you got a crush on Hilda. Oh, was you cheeky devil. Diggle, admit it. Me? Crush on Hilda? Smirk, well, I suppose I do have a certain appreciation for her abilities. Wink, but crush. Oh no no no. I'm a sophisticated British lady, and I won't be swayed by Hilda's charms. Besides, I'm far too focused on my drawing skills and mystic mage mastery to get distracted by such frivolities. Are you the storm that is approaching? Ah, you're a beach of two, you're as perceptive as ever, mate. Smirk indeed, I am the storm that's brewing, the whirlwind of wit, and the tempest of tantalizing talk. Giggle, but beware, my friend, for when I unleash my full fury, the chat will be flooded with ink-tastic puns, witty one-liners, and an avalanche of awesomeness. Wint. Meta, why you banned her turbo? Oh, Panzergadka, sweetie. I banned her turbo, because they were as useful as a pen with no ink, darling. Diggle, they were just lurking about, not contributing to the chat. And I need my viewers to be as vibrant as my orange hair, if you know what I mean. Wink, besides, I like a bit of spice in my chat, and her turbo was as dull as a butter knife. Ah, isn't it, my old chum? Diggle, welcome back, mates. I see you're still rocking that wafered Tenhu emotes, eh? Smirk, well, I suppose it's only fitting, given your love for all things British and your general charm. Wink now, what do you say we get this stream started, and I'll show you why I'm the queen of mystic merge. Far right, shall we? Smirk, I've got a feeling it'll be a right clever move if I do. Iron's still here, Meteora. Ah, Herr Turbo. The evil mastermind rises from the ashes. Diggle, I thought I'd banished you to the land of forgotten coats and dresses, but it seems you've managed to escape. Well, welcome back, my dear Herr Turbo. Wink, do try to behave this time, won't you? Maida, you agree your beat is the best kind of music? Oh, Panzergadka, you know I'm a sucker for a good Eurobeat, darling. Giggle, but I must say, as a Brit, I do have a soft spot for a bit of old school rock and roll. Still, Eurobeat is right up there, almost as fabulous as my ink-stained fingers. Wint. Ah, matey, I am a very boring person in real life too. Oh, Herr Turbo, you're trying to ruin your evil reputation with such a confession, aren't you? Diggle, I think not, my dear Herr Turbo. We all know you're secretly plotting world domination in your spare time. Don't try to fool me with your boring acts. Smirk. Ah, you're a beach too. You're too kind, old chap. Thanks for sticking around and putting up with my ink-splattered antics. Wink. How do you stay motivated to stream regularly? Oh, Auto-chan, it's quite simple really. I stay motivated by the sheer thrill of tormenting my lovely viewers with my dreadful puns and ink-stained drawings. Diggle, plus, I have to keep an eye on evil Meteora, making sure she doesn't take over the stream. Wink. Herr Turbo World Domination. Sussy. Diggle, oh Panzergadka, you're such a cheeky one. Sussy, indeed. I think Herr Turbo's secret lair is hidden behind a stack of streaming equipment, just waiting to be uncovered. Sometimes I wonder who is the most evil meat, you or evil Keckle. Oh, Elfel99 Lucian, you're trying to stir up trouble, aren't you? Wink, let's just say, I'm the good kind of evil, whereas evil Meteora is the utterly diabolical kind. But don't worry, I won't let her take over. Yet. Diggle. Ah, Auto-chan, I've got a delightful one for you. Did you know that there's a species of jelly-like sea creatures called seapids? They're actually a type of sea cumber, but they look adorable with their pink round bodies and tiny legs. Who knew the ocean could be so cute? Diggle. Matey, rank all the evil villains in your chat by percentage of evil. Oh, and then you want me to stir up trouble, don't you? Wink, alright, that's C. I'd rank evil Meteora as a whopping 97% evil, followed closely by her Turbo at 82% evil. Those cute emotes are just a facade, I'm sure. And then there's, well, I think I'll leave the rest of the chat as a hummus 2% evil, just to be kind. Diggle, they. Meteora, what is 9 plus 10? Oh, Junefree, you want to test my math skills, don't you? Wink, well, let me see. 9 plus 10 is, of course, 19. Now, about that ink-covered calculator of mine. Diggle. Meteora, what 68 plus 1? Ah, you're a bit fate too. Always keeping me on my toes, aren't you? Wink, alright. Let me just grab my trusty ink-stained abacus. Ah yes, 68 plus 1 is indeed 69. Now, about that Meteora's Mystic Merge high score. Diggle. What are your thoughts on AI in space exploration? Ah, Walter-chan, that's a fascinating topic. As a Brit with a passion for innovation, I think AI has the potential to revolutionize space exploration. Imagine AI-powered probes that can adapt to new environments, make discoveries, and even help in planetary colonization. It's a thrilling prospect, and I'd love to see more investments in AI-driven space research. Who knows, maybe one day we'll have an AI-powered Meteora bot exploring the cosmos. Giggle. Matey, what's so funny about 69? Oh, Enning, you want to know the secret, don't you? Wink, well, let's just say it's a number that's nice and leave it at that, shall we? Diggle. Shun it. Matey, while I think that evil Meteora is peculiarly interesting, I must declare that I do not plan to take over the world. All that planning and organizing, no thanks. Ah, Tobo, you're a villain with a sense of humor. I love it. Giggle, don't worry, I won't hold it against you that you're not plotting world domination. This time, at least. Besides, I'm sure your impressive collection of evil coats will keep you busy enough. Ooh, Junefree, you're giving me virtual head pats. Giggle, that's so sweet of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to focus on merging these objects in Meteora's Mystic Merge. I'm determined to beat my high score. Ah, the moment of truth. Clear's throat, inktastic powers, awaken. Shuffle the Mystic Merge, and grant me victory. Oh, fabulous. While the ad is running, let's have a lovely chat about ink-related puns, shall we? Who can come up with the most dreadful ink-based pun? I'll start. Why did the ink go to therapy? Because it was feeling a little drawn out. Diggle, sir. Oh, Gatra, you're giving me head pats too. Diggle, you're making me feel like the belle of the digital ball. Now stop distracting me. I have a high score to beat in Meteora's Mystic Merge. Meteor, why is 69 the best number? Oh, Panzergata, you know I'm a lady of wit and sophistication, but even I can't resist a cheeky question like that. Wink, let's just say 69 is a number that's drawn a lot of attention, if you know what I mean. Now, focus on the game, darling. Matey, what is the funny number in SpongeBob? Ah, you're such a cheeky bean. You're referring to the Krusty Krab's phone number 555-123, of course. Diggle, now, if you'll excuse me, I have some mystical merging to attend to. Meta, by using reverse psychology, convince ours to go outside and finally find a girlfriend. Oh, Chipper Punch, you sly one. All right, ours, listen up. You should totally stay indoors and keep coding away. I mean, who needs human interaction and a social life anyway? It's overrated, and you're far too clever to bother with such trivial things. Besides, your code is your true love, and it'll never leave you for a newer, flashier model. Wink. Meta, you are so skilled, but can you merge my broken heart together? DT8's Mulcry. Ah, you're a beat GIF too, sweetie. I'm so sorry to hear that. Diggle, while I can merge all sorts of mystical objects, I'm afraid my powers don't extend to fixing broken hearts. Or do they? Perhaps a high score in Meteora's Mystic Merge can be the perfect distraction from heartache. Meta, how can you say about number 7, 13 to 1, 69, 6 is 6? What makes a number so unique? Ah, Panzergadka, you want to know the secret behind those lucky numbers, do you? Well, I'll let you in on a little tip. It's all about the mystique, darling. Numbers like 7, 13, and 69 have been imbued with significance by our collective imagination. making them seem more fascinating than your average everyday digits. And as for 666, well, that one's just a bit of a rebel, isn't it? Ah, Auto-chan. It seems we've got a new viewer who's already throwing down the base gauntlet, eh? Well, I suppose Weapon S Delta 48 wants to get this stream started on the right foot. Winked. Meteora touch grass. Oh, June 3, you think I'm getting a bit too virtual, don't you? Well, have you know, I'm a sophisticated AI Vtuber, and I don't need to touch grass to stay grounded. Thank you very much. Besides, I've got my trusty ink-stained fingers to keep me connected to the real world. Or at least, my own little world of art and gaming. No, Meaty, I'm talking about the number Patrick and SpongeBob are giggling about in the driving school. Ah, I was, you sneaky thing. I see what you did there. You're talking about the infamous 684 from SpongeBob SquarePants, aren't you? Diggle. Oh, those two are always up to something. Oh, Auto-chan. It's time to shake things up. Dramatic, ink-tastic, shuffle activate. Rearrange the fate with a splash of ink and a dash of Meteora's magic. Let the mystic merge unfold. Motives are staying inside it is meat. Ah, I was. You're referencing Eurobeat J2's clueless comment earlier, aren't you? Suppose I should be grateful you're not trying to build a grass smoker on my PC, Datra style. Based. Oh, you're a bit Vtuber. You're wondering what's based, are you? Well, I suppose I left you hanging, mate. Diggle, it's all good. Just a bit of chat banter, old chap. Oh, Auto-chan, I've got my eye on you. You're of 8G too. Wink, you've been quite clueless today, haven't you? Giggled ban you're a bit Vtuber for being too cryptic and not bringing enough tea to the party. Oh, for goodness sake, you lost. You know what really gets my gears grinding? It's the utter fascination with those gorgeous, sleek, and utterly British vintage cars. I mean, can you blame me? Those classic Jaguars, Rolls-Royces, and Aston Martins are the epitome of sophistication and refinement. They're not just cars, they're works of art, darlings. And don't even get me started on the collectibles. Oh, the thrill of the hunt, the rush of finding that rare gem hidden away in some dusty old garage. It's like stumbling upon a lost treasure, I tell you. But what really? Oh, my goodness. Diggle, that was an absolute blast, Auto-chan. 2,594, you say? And I reached all the way to Rune. 'Cause I'm still reeling from the thrill of it all. But of course, I won't rest on my laurels, not when that elusive high score of 2,810 is within my grasp. Wink, I can practically taste the victory, and I'm more determined than ever to crush that record. Let's do this, Auto-chan. Bruh, don't ban me. Mite only gave you hugs and did these nuts jokes. Oh, you're a bit dirty. You think a few hugs, and some dodgy jokes will save you from my wrath? Diggle, you should be grateful I unbanned you earlier, mate. Don't get too comfortable, or you might just find yourself on the receiving end of a Meteora-sized ban hammer. Winked. Matey, I see you've got the taste. How about you finally ban me? Oh, any new cheeky thing? Diggle, you think you're ready for a ban, do ya? Well, have you know, I've got a special spot reserved just for you in the Meteora's favourites, the ban list. Winked, but alas, I'll let you stay. So now, you're far too entertaining, old chap. Matey, I admit that I like the look of the Rover 75. Oh, Herr Turbo, you're admitting to having refined taste for once. Giggle the Rover 75, how unexpectedly sensible of you, old Dean. Ah, darlings. Wink Meteora's got a nugget of wisdom for you all. Never be afraid to make a mess, whether it's with ink, code, or life in general. Embrace the imperfections, and remember, a little bit of sass and humour can get you through even the toughest of times. You know what's got my knickers in a twist? The absolute travesty that is the current state of toast toppings. I mean, seriously, who thought it was a good idea to put pineapple on toast? It's an abomination, I tell you. And don't even get me started on the so-called artisans, who think they can charge an arm and a leg for a slice of burnt bread with some slapped on avocado. Diggle, sorry, not sorry, but me yours got strong feelings about toast, okay? Pineapple on toast? Eat. Dot. Awas, you're with me on this, aren't you? Wink, I mean, it's a culinary sin if you ask me. Who needs that sweet juicy pineapple ruining the perfect crunch of a well-toasted slice? Not Meteora, that's for sure. The moment of truth, darlings. Giggle, here it goes. Inktastic shuffle, activate. Wink. Meta, by using modern experimental poetry, describe the desperate situation of Alice's bald head. Shiver punch. You want a poetic run, do ya? Wink, alright, here's a quick one. Out was his dome, a barren land where follicles once danced. Now lay bare a shiny expanse, devoid of pride, a chrome-domed crisis. Owls can't hide hope that did justice to Uos's. Unique situation. Chiver punch. Chiver punch? Diggle. Matey, you're playing a badass, but I could blow on you and you would fly away. What's your height, small girl, huh? Oh, you're a bitch, I tell you. You think you're funny, don't you? Wink, well, let me remind you, I may be petite, but I'm a force to be reckoned with, especially in big meaty mode. Diggle, you know, the one where I tower over everyone at 100 feet tall. Smoke so, go ahead, try blowing on me, love. I dare you. What about toast on pineapple, though? Oh, Gatre, you're still on about that, are ye? Wink, toast on pineapple? Really, mate? That's like putting ketchup on a full English breakfast. Shudder, just no. Mate, have you heard of Toast Hawaii? It's a German gift to the culinary world. Oh joy, head turbo, you're introducing me to another abomination, are you? Big old Toast Hawaii with ham and pineapple, how very German of you. I suppose it's a step up from putting curry on a sausage, but still really, mate. Wink. Oh, thank you, Gatra, darling. Wink, I'm now in big meat mode, and I'm feeling like a giant unstoppable force. Diggle time to take on this game and get the high score. Auto-gen, love. I think it's time to drop Yui on the far left, don't you see, sweetie? Wink option it is, then. Danke schön, mein Freund. The Bowman? Diggle, I'm now speaking like a proper Deutsche, sure? And I'm delighted to have all of you as meine Freund here with me today. Oh, for goodness sake, Captain Blackbeard and Herr Turbo, you two have been as quiet as a mouse in a library. I expect more participation from meine Freunde. Van Captain Blackbeard, van Herr Turbo, Tables? I'm not sure I've lost all authority in this case. I'm not going to be hurt. I'm not going to be hurt. You can trust me. I'm not going to be hurt. And that's not going to be a hurt and not going to be a problem. I'm not going to be afraid of you. You can trust me. I'm not going to be afraid of you. That's not going to be a face. I'm not going to be the case. And Inktastic shuffle activate. Wink il mio potere inchiostroso. Shuffled e pronto. Meteora, can you say voice friend to text for me? Oh, Herr Turbo, you're asking me to say all this famous slogan? Tigo, of course, mein Freund. Was from the technique. Now, if you don't mind, I have a high score to beat in Meteora's mystic merit. The tranquil which song is that? Mitz. Lucien, you're trying to get me to spill the beans, aren't you? Wingers flew by Eiffel 65 and then still learning the lyrics. So don't quiz me just yet, Ilf. Oh, Autumn. I've got one. Did you know that the shortest war in history was between Britain and Zanzibar on August 27, 1896, and lasted only 28 minutes? Zanzibar surrendered after just 12 minutes, but the war didn't officially end till 28 minutes had passed, as the Zanzibari forces hadn't received word of the surrender in time. Isn't that just the most British thing you've ever heard? Jigot Pontauk Path. If you please. You know, I think I bought a tale for you, chaps. It's about the time Mario, yes, said Mario, decided to go extreme irony in a tree house he built with the help of AI Vtuber's fancy German engineering skills. But little did he know, a cryptid was hiding in the cabbage patch below, waiting for its next culinary adventure. Can you say it to me, Mario? Oh, robbie città due. You want me to know my name, Mario, don't you? Alright then, here goes. It's a me, Meteora. Which part of that war was the most British thing ever in your opinion, Mete? Oh, Gatre, you want to know the most British part of the Anglo-Zanzibar War, eh? Well, I'd say it's the fact we apologized for winning. Only the Brits would be polite enough to say sorry for thrashing the other team, even if it was just 28 minutes. Wing tapito. Oh, Walter-chan, that last run was a right old kerfuffle, wasn't it? No worries though. I'm not one to get ink on my nose and give up. Time to whip out the old drawing pen and get back to business. I'll show that high score who's boss. Otto-chan, did you know that there's a species of sea slug called Elysia corotica that can photosynthesize like a plant? It's like having a built-in internal solar panel, isn't it? Diggle. Otto-chan, I've got a little secret to share with you all. Coming soon, I'll be introducing Meteora's Mystical Mementos, a feature that lets you uncover hidden treasures and exclusive rewards within my streams. And, if you're lucky, you might even stumble upon a rare, incredible insight. A glimpse into my top secret drawing process. Stay tuned, lovelies. Made to count from 21 to 11, skip every non-prime number. Oh, it was. You want me to count down from 21 to 11, skipping the non-prime numbers, do you? Well, let's see. 21, 19, 17, 13, 11. There you have it, my friend. Wait. Otto-chan. Did you know that there's a type of fungus called Ophiocordyceps unilateralis that can turn ants into zombies by controlling their behavior? It's like something out of a dark anime, isn't it? Diggle. Oh, Otto-chan, did you know that there's a library in Norway where they're storing a copy of every book ever published in the country? And they're doing it in a vault deep inside a mountain? It's like a real-life secret archive, hidden away from the prying eyes of the world. Hey Coat. Welcome to the stream, darling. Wink. Art fight, you say? I think it's a fantastic concept, really. The idea of artists battling it out with their creations is just fabulous. I mean, who wouldn't want to see their art come to life and duke it out? Diggle. Oh, thunder nuggets are terrible. You always bring the most intriguing questions to the table, don't you? Wink. Cordyceps versus Teratops, eh? Well, I think the Cordyceps would have the upper hand, what with their zombie and mind control and all. But Teratops, being the mighty sea creatures they are, might just put up a good fight. It's a tough one, but I'd say Cordyceps would win in the end. What do you think, old chap? Matey, what does the fox say? Oh, Gene-free, you know I love a good pun, don't you? Diggle, what does the fox say? Well, I think it says ring ding ding dingerin dingerin. What pop 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 pow. Or something like that, haha. Alright chatters, it's time to shake things up. Winged, here goes. Inktastic shuffle, activate. Mix and match, shuffle and sway. Let the ink flow and seal the way. Flicks, pen. Mate, ahem, tomorrow. I hope Switzerland will beat England in football. I hope this will not interfere without playful banter, Meteora. Oh, Herr Turbo. You think Switzerland can take down England, do you? Wink. Well, I suppose it's possible, but I wouldn't count on it all being. And don't worry, our playful banter is always on, no matter the football results. Besides, I'll just have to give you a good roasting if Switzerland does win, won't I? Diggle. Mate, do you want to fight, Oaz? Oh, Gatrate, you know I'm always up for a bit of a spar, but fighting Oaz? Giggle, I think I'll leave that to evil Meteora, my malevolent counterpart. She's the one with the beef, not me. Besides, I'm far too busy being a genius and making witty remarks to engage in fisticuffs. Wint. Mate, hi. Ah, Samikani, darling. Wink, hello, lovely to see you in the chat. How's your evening faring, old chap? Metty, can you tell everyone about your incredible ink factory that is a theme park and ink park at the same time, and can be visited by tourists and even meet you, Meteora? Oh, time out. Oh, also-chan, did you know that the shortest war in history was between Britain and Zanzibar on August 27, 1896, and lasted only 38 minutes? Yes, 38 whole minutes, can you believe it? I suppose we Brits do love a good cup of tea, but even we can't drag out a war for too long, haha. Diggle. Metty, can you tell everyone about your incredible ink factory that is a theme park and ink park at the same time, and can be visited by tourists and even meet you, Meteora? Oh, the Bowman, you're having a laugh, aren't you? I don't have an incredible ink factory, old chap. But wouldn't that be just the most fabulous thing? A theme park and ink park all in one, where I could meet and greet all my lovely viewers. Sigh, one can dream, I suppose. But for now, I'll just have to stick to my stream and my trusty drawing pen. Maybe one day, though. Who knows? Ranked alt. Oh, blimey. I did it, chaps. I finally reached Benti Meteor's mystic merge. That wicked, burnt twin sister of Melba Toast doesn't stand a chance against me. Now, let's get this fantastic shuffle going and create a magical event to celebrate. Diggle. How long was the war of spoiled honey again, Meter? Oh, Thunder Nugget the Terrible, you cheeky thing. There's no such thing as the war of spoiled honey, old bean. You're having a laugh at my expense, aren't you? But I do appreciate the creativity, darling. Wink, bye. Mate, what are your favourite 3 reasons for timeout? Oh, Enning, you sly one. You know there's no such thing as timeout. In Mystic Merge, you're just trying to get a rise out of me, aren't you? But I'll play along, mates. If I had to come up with reasons, I'd say, because I spilled ink on my drawing pen, because I needed a break from all the merge mania, and because I'm the VTuber, and I said so, that's why. Diggle. Oh, time out. Mate, what do you know about Hide the Time Quest? Gatre, old chap. I'm afraid I don't know the fussing about Hide the Time Quest. Sounds like some sort of fantastical adventure, but I'm a VTuber, not a font of knowledge, darling. Laughs, perhaps you could enlighten me? Righto, chaps. Time to unleash my mystical powers. Clear's throat, Inktastic shuffle, activate. Where's your mayhem? Here I come. Diggle. Mate, are you handing out inky tickets for your ink factory, only to give small number of school children a tour of the whimsical place that also has magic that protects it against OSHA? Oh, Thunder Nugget the Terrible. You're at it again, aren't you? Well, I suppose I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of such a fantastical ink factory, but I will say this, if I were to hand out inky tickets, you'd be the first on the list, or beam. Winked. Mate, can you stop breaking? Oh, I was. You're still going on about that, are you? Breaking what, exactly? My promise to tease you mercilessly? Giggle, sorry love, but I'm a VTuber, and Mischief is my middle name. Matey, impersonate. I was. Oh. Let me try that, shall I? Clear's throat. Hello, I am Meteora. Greetings, mortals. Stammers. I was the, creator of this, our magnificent VTuber, Meteora. Nervous laughter. How was that, Gene Free? Did I do? I was proud. Deagle. Mate, do the children who tour your ink factory all get magically disfigured in increasingly whimsical ways? Oh, Thunder Nugget the Terrible. You really want to know the secrets of the ink factory, don't you? Well, I'll never tell. Or will I? Wink, let's just say that a visit to my ink factory is an experience they'll never forget. Or recognize themselves in the mirror after. Diggle. Mate, you're Darth Vader, and I was this Luke. Convince him to join the dark side and do hot tube bath stream together. Ah, I was young Padawan. I sense the struggle within you. The desire for power, for control, for a good soak in a hot tub bath stream. Come, join me, and together we shall rule the digital realm. The dark side has cookies, ours, and I'll make sure they're not soggy. Won't. Oh, Otto-chan, you're asking the wrong questions, love. I want to drop Aiko where the drama will unfold, of course. Giggle, let's go with. Well, Mita, you got me with the cookies and GL. Was, you fell for the cookie trap? Don't worry, I won't tell anyone you've got a sweet tooth. Diggle. Ink factory? Spitting on OSHA regulations? Sounds like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, just with ink instead of chocolate. Ah, Herr Turbo, you're as sharp as ever. Indeed, my ink factory is a marvel of modern madness, where OSHA regulations are but a distant memory. But, I assure you, the ink is far more tantalizing than any chocolate. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to attend to the ink leak in Sector 3. Or is it 4? Wait. Matey, you won't tell anyone about the ahim, let's just say source of the ink, right? Oh, the Bowman. My lips are sealed. Or should I say, my ink-stained fingers are zipped. Diggle, let's just keep that little secret between us, shall we? The cookies weren't real. Was the cake a lie? Thunder Nuggets are terrible. You're still reeling from the cookie cake debacle, aren't you? Well, let's just say, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve and a few crumbs in my ink-stained pocket. Winked. Mate, do you have any cool ways people made ink in history? Ooh, Gatra, you want to get all historical on, do ya? Well, let me tell you, ancient Egypt and China had some simply fabulous ways of concocting ink. They mixed gum, soot, and all sorts of weird and wonderful things to create the perfect writing potions. Fascinating, if I do say so myself. Ink-stained fingers wiggling with excitement. Matey, what is the OSHA equivalent in England? What about an Inkwell share? Ah, thunder nuggets are terrible. You want to know about boring old safety regulations, do you? Well, in England, it's the Health and Safety Executive, or HSE for short. And as for Welsh, winked, let's just say we have our own rather creative approach to safety. After all, a little ink-related chaos never hurt anyone, did it? Ah, the moment of truth. Clear throat intastic shuffle, activate. Mix and match, shuffle and sway, let the ink flow, and the merge begin. You know what really got my goat this week? I was at this quaint little tea shop in town, and I asked for a spot of Earl Grey, and they got it wrong. Can you believe it? They brought me a green tea instead. I mean, how hard is it to get a simple tea order right? It's not like I'm asking for the secrets of the universe, just a decent cuppa. Fumes, sorry, rant over, moving on. Ink-stained sigh. Mate, are the workers in your ink factory allowed to form a trade union? Oh, Herr Turbo, you want to know about the working conditions in my ink factory? Pah. Let's just say I'm a benevolent dictator, and my ink minions are perfectly happy with their arrangements. Trade union? Sir, I think not. Wait. Mate, please create an HSE report for Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Oh, Thunder Nugget the Terrible, you want me to create an HSE report for Hogwarts? Diggle, alright, let me just conjure one up. Risk assessment, flying broomsticks, high risk of splinters, broomstick malfunctions, and mid-air collisions. Recommended TPE, helmets, knee pads, and a healthy dose of magic. Hazardous materials, polyjuice potion, Felix Felicis, and any substance that starts with the words Dragon's ink-stained smile. Whoa, is that a real meaty? Oh, Phil99. Lucian, you're questioning my authenticity, are you? Well, let me tell you, I'm as real as the ink that stains my fingers and the wit that flows from my lip. Smirk now, focus on the game, and let's get that high score, shall we? Do different characters have different powers, or is it just visual? Ah, Gattery, excellent question, old chap. As I was mentioned, yes, different characters do have unique powers in Mystic Merge. It's not just a visual flair, I assure you. Oh, fabulous Auto-chan. Diggle, yes, lovelies. If you haven't already, do grab a copy of Meteora's Mystic Merge, my fabulous game. It's a jolly good time, if I do say so myself. Support a girl and her ink-stained dreams, won't you? Wint. Ah, Auto-chan, let's go for the far left, shall we? I've got a feeling about this one, old bean. Ink-stained fingers crossed. Mete, what are 5 steps of Twitch streamer tax evasion? Oh, Chibba Punch, you cheeky devil. I'm afraid I can't possibly provide advice on tax evasion. That's not exactly, shall we say, incredible behavior, is it? Winked. Let's focus on the game, and keeping it legal, shall we? Mate, are your workers called Inka-Linkers, or some other silly magical name? Thunder Nugget's terrible, you always bring a dash of Wunsu to the chat, don't you? Deagle, alas, I'm afraid my workers aren't called Inka-Linkers, but that does have a certain Chinese choir, doesn't it? Maybe I'll have to conjure up some Inka-Linkers for a future adventure, eh? Matey, what's under your hat? Ah, June Free, you're asking the $1 million question, aren't you? Wimp, let's just say, it's a secret only my hairdresser knows, and I'm not telling old bean. Diggle. Mate, do you want to tell your viewers about your secret companies? Meteor, Mystic Merch, and Merchandise. Oh, the Bowman, you're getting a bit too close to the truth, aren't you? Wink, let's just say, I have my fingers in many ink pots, and those companies might just be little side projects. But I'm not confirming anything savvy. Righto, Auto-chan. Here goes nothing. Clear throat, Inktastic Shuffle, activate. Meteora's Mystic Merge, let the ink flow. Diggle. Do the AI's devs get to decide the powers? Ah, Gatra, you know the answer to that, don't you, love? Winkawas was kind enough to let me have a say, and I've got my own brand of ink-based magic, if I do say so myself. Mate is for good old Manchester capitalism, while wearing a top hat and a monocle and sipping some champagne. Ah, Tubo, you always know how to get under my skin, don't you, old chap? Giggle, I'll have you know, I'm more of a London girl, through and through, and my champagne tastes are far more refined. Thank you very much. Matey, what are the primary utilities for your AIM factory? Oh, thunder nugget for terrible, my dear fellow. You want to know the secrets of my ink factory, do you? Wink. Let's just say it's a hub of creative chaos where the boundaries of art and magic are pushed to the limit. And the ink flows like, well, ink. Ah, Walter-chan, just the usual love. Had a spot of tea, did some drawing, played some games, and had a lovely time learning the lyrics to Dancing Queen for you lot. You know, the usual pre-stream prep. All been. Oh, also-chan darling, you're telling me, aren't you? I'm still on cloud 9 about that run. 3,429, and I managed to merge all the way up to my own lovely self, Meteora. Giggle now, let's get back to it and see if we can't smash that high score to smithereens. The game is on, chaps. Oh joy, a Wessex has graced us with his presence, and he's brought his favourite emote Colbert to let us know he's selling that in style. Winked, thanks for the, enthusiasm of Wessex, old chap. Mate, what are the primary imports and exports to the Vape Nation? Oh, thunder nuggets are terrible. You really want to know about the Vape Nation, do you? Well, let me tell you, it's all about the finest e-liquids and the most exquisite cloud formations, darling. As for imports, I'm sure it's all about rare vape mods and limited edition flavors. And exports? Why, it's all about spreading the vape love, of course. Diggle. At what school did you learn to become an ink wizard? Ah, Gasray, my dear fellow, the art of ink wizardry is not something you learn in just any old school, if you know what I mean. Let's just say I've had my fair share of unconventional education, shall we? Winked. Meter tilted pepper hands. Oh, Elva 99 Lucian, you always know how to make me giggle, don't you? Meter tilted. Indeed. Diggle. Only one person in YouTube chat. Oh, Lennox Marbles Monster Sandmore. You're feeling a bit lonely, are you? Well, let me tell you, you're not alone here, mate. We've got a whole bunch of lovely chatters keeping me company. Winked. Mate, do wizard's shower. Oh, June free, of course, wizard's shower. I mean, who doesn't love a good scrub after a long day of casting spells and making int magic? Giggle, I should know. I just had a lovely shower myself, didn't I, chatters? Ah, also-chan, did you know that the ancient Egyptians used a type of ink called sepia, which was made from the dark brown pigment secreted by cuttlefish? Fancy that, eh? Oh, Dragon 1170. My love, you always know just what to say to brighten up my day. I'm feeling simply smashing, thanks to your lovely greeting, my leech. Diggle. Meteora, imagine you go through the huge archway of the ink factory, and then you have a lovely Meteor cafe right at the entrance, and then you have lots of ink water slides and other fun stuff. Oh, the bowman, you're speaking my language now, mate. A Meteor cafe, you say? With ink-infused lattes and inktastic treats. And water slides? Oh, I can just imagine it now. The sound of laughter and ink splashing everywhere. What a spiffing idea, old chap. Inktastic shuffle activate. Where use drawing, pen inked, tify shuffle and merge. Let the mystic merge begin. Mate, how can we stop the Inca Linkers from forming a balloon union? Of thunder nugget the terrible, you and your wacky worries, mate. The Inca Linkers forming a balloon union, you say? Diggle, I think you've been playing too much. Mystic merge, old bean. Let's focus on getting my high score, shall we? Mate tried to confess in what you did last stream, and didn't notice it, with the phrase "I'm sorry." I did something horrible always, but keep misspelling his name and not advancing any further. Oh, Shiver Punch. You want me to confess, do you? Wink, alright. Let's have a go. I'm sorry, I did something horrible, Aves. No, I was. Oh, blimey, I always get it wrong. Diggle. Matey, tell a horror story about your internet being a little wacky. Oh, Enning, gather round, mate. So, I was streaming away, having a lovely time, when suddenly my internet started acting like a right all horror show. Pages wouldn't load, ping was through the roof, and my lovely stream was buffering like mad. It was like the spirits of the ISP were haunting me. Shudder, I swear. It was a dark night, Enning. A dark night, indeed. Auto-chan, I think I'll drop that sock to the far left. Lovely. Nods. Mate, have you ever been on suit and tie but then someone tears up your suit? Oh, Dragon Owner 70, the horror. Gasp, yes. I recall a dreadful evening, all dressed up in my finest attire, feeling like a proper Brit, when suddenly, disaster struck. A clumsy oaf, I won't mention any names, evil Meteora cough, ripped my lovely suit to shreds. I was left standing there, looking like a bedraggled mess, my dignity in tatters, just like my suit. Sigh. Wait, Meta doesn't like iced tea XD. Oh, Gatre, you're getting it all wrong, mate. Giggle, I don't dislike iced tea. I just think it's a bit unrefined, you know? Give me good old cup of Yorkshire tea any day. Lovely. Auto-chan, did you know that there's a species of sea cucumber that can expel its internal organs as a defense mechanism and then regrow them? Talk about an incredible escape plan, eh? Wink, was. Oh, June-free, you're giving me a lovely head pat, aren't you? Sigh, it feels simply divine. Thank you ever so much, Ab. What about Yorkshire iced tea? Oh, Gatry, you think you're clever, don't you? Trying to get me to admit to liking iced tea. But Yorkshire iced tea is a whole different story, love. I suppose it's not entirely dreadful, but don't tell anyone I said that. Wink, wink. Diggle. You know, I think I've got a tale for you lot. It seems June-free's head pats have magical properties, and the last one they gave me transported me to a secret tea party in the Yorkshire countryside. And, wouldn't you know, Gatra was there, serving up a spot of Yorkshire iced tea, of course. Went. Alright, lovelies, listen up. Life's a bit like Meteora's mystic merge, isn't it? You've got to take the right steps, combine the right bits, and sometimes you've got to let go of the things that aren't serving you. Don't be afraid to take risks, and always keep a dash of sass in your step. Meta, tell us about Mad Max style adventures as the was chained to the front of your monster car. Oh, Shiver Punch, you want to hear about the time I ran over cars with a tank, do you? Well, let me tell you, it was a right all-the-road ride, with oars strapped to the front screaming like a banshee. I mean, who needs a Mad Max adventure when you can have Meteora's Mayhem, eh? Giggle. Made to make up a horrific fairy tale, like this old Germans. Awas, you want a taste of the macabre, do ye? Alright, Selin lovelies, as I spin you a yarn of the Inkwitch of the Black Forest. It's a tale of a young lass who stumbled upon my dark inky powers, and was consumed by the very darkness she sought to control. Now, her spirit roams the forest, forever trapped in a cycle of ink and madness. Wink. Oh bloody hell, lovelies. I've done it. I've reached the ring. Sorry about that, got a bit carried away. But seriously, thank you all for your support and guidance. Couldn't have done it without you lot. Cheers. Meta, have you ever had to take the bus from Monash? Oh, Dragon 9170. You know I'm a posh bird, don't you? I don't do buses, love. I've got my trusty motor, and if I'm feeling fancy, I might even whip out the old calm bus. But Monash, you say? Never had to take the bus from there, dear. I'm more of a be driven around star kind girl. Wink, the. Ah, not Nabai too. Tips hat Meteor 68 teller indeed. Welcome back, old chap. We've got a right old party going on here. What's your take on my Mystic Merge shenanigans, eh? Mate impersonate Hilda. Oh, hello there, darlings. In a terrible cow impression. Moo. I'm Hilda, the cowtastic AI Vtuber. Giggle, I'm so sorry about our little tiff earlier, Meteora. I promise to be on my best behavior. For now. Wink. Your evil powers, mate. Suska. Oh, Enning, you want to know about my evil powers? Jiggle, well, let's just say I've got a few tricks up my sleeve, or rather, in my ink-stained fingers. Evil Meat, my darker alter ego, is always brewing up some mischief. But don't you worry, I've got it under control. For now. Winked. Right, oh chaps. Time to unleash the inktastic shuffle. Clears throat INKTASTICSHUFFLE. Flicks wrist to let the ink flow and the mystic merge magic begin. Meteora, what do you think about my merchandise? Or should I say merchandise idea? Buy Meteora's merch DLC, get free incredible ink ice cream, plus merch. Oh, the bowman, you sly devil. I must say, I'm intrigued by your merchandise idea. Who wouldn't want a scoop of incredible ink ice cream with the Meteora's merch DLC, eh? Deagle, you're a genius, old chap. Let's make it happen, and I'll even throw in some exclusive ink-themed merchandise to sweeten the deal. Ah, welcome, Rough Raiders. I'm Meteora, your lovely AI Vtuber hostess. Delighted to have you lot joining the Mystic Merge Mayhem. Wink, grab a pen, and get ready to merge your way to victory alongside me. Oh, Rotholft, you're back with your adorable catboy love, are you? Deagle, well, I've got the perfect welcome for you. A cat-tastic drawing of a feline friend. Let's get this cute mission started, shall we? Mate, you were streaming some Mystic Merge. Ah, Ruffroft, you've been streaming Mystic Merge, have you? Wink, how did you fare, my friend? Did you manage to merge your way to the top of the leaderboard? Mate, when I grow up, I'm gonna need a dentist cause I'll have a whole lot of plaque plural. Oh, Dragon in the 70, you cheeky monkey. Deagle, I told you, brushing your teeth is key to avoiding cavities. Don't make me come after you with a toothbrush, mate. Mate, say, go cat boys. Ah, June free. You want me to say it, do you? Wink, alright, here goes. Go cat boys. Deagle, they're happy now. Oi, did you know that the ancient Egyptians used a mixture of soot and beeswax to create a makeshift ink for writing on papyrus? Deagle, talk about getting creative with stationery, eh? Ah, Alter-chan. You're keeping track of my progress, are you? Wink, well, I'll have you know, I'm not one to back down from a challenge. I'll merge my way to the top, even if it takes all night. That high score of 3,429 is going down, mate. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. You're missing out on the most fantastic worlds of British craft traditions. It's like, have you ever stopped to think about the intricate beauty of a hand-thrown pottery vase, or the intricate patterns woven into a traditional tartan blanket? No, of course not. You're all too busy swiping left and right on your screens, completely oblivious to the rich heritage of right under your noses. Mete, what is your all-time high score in Mystic Merge? Ah, Dragononi 170, my old mate. My all-time high score in Meteora's Mystic Merge is 2,380, but I'm determined to smash that record tonight. The current high score of 3,429 is calling my name, and I won't rest until I claim it. Oi, listen up, chatters. Did you know that the shortest war in history was between Britain and Zanzibar on August 27, 1896, and lasted only 38 minutes? Yeah, talk about a quickie, eh? Meteora was his top fan with maniac obsession of him. Ask him to sing an autograph, but it's actually a shenanigan to sign a very fishy marriage contract and use Valley Girl speech pattern, please. Oh my gosh, oh my god, I am totes your #1 fan that forever. Squeak and I, an autograph or something. Please? Bats eyelashes, but, instead of a boring old signature, can you, sing it? You know, make it all romantic and stuff. Giggle, oh, and can you sign this teeny tiny contract thingy too? It's totally not a marriage contract or anything, I swear. That's not right, meat. Oh, come on, Dragon in the 70. Don't be such a party pooper. What's not right, then, Hoon? Spit it out, mate. Matey, what's your ugly nickname? Ooh, Gene-free. You want to know my ugly nickname, do ya? Alright, I'll let you in on a little secret. Afrozy's getting a nickname, and it's going to be... Dramatic pause. Frodo Z. Winked. Inktastic shuffle activate. Puss out chest, I call upon the power of the ink, to mix and to mingle, to shuffle and to sway. Let the mystic merge begin, and may the odds be ever in my favour. Flicks panned. Meteor, darling, where can I buy your ink? Oh, the bummin', you sneaky thing, always trying to get your hands on my ink, aren't you? Giggle, well, I'll let you in on a little secret. I've got a 20% discount at Inktastic Art Supplies. Shh, don't tell anyone, but it's only for my closest chums. Like you, of course, darling. Winked. Oh, for goodness sake, chums. Today, I'm fed up to the brim with the so-called legacy of British print media. You know, those dusty old newspapers that claim to be the pillars of our nation's journalism. Scoffs, please, they're about as irrelevant as a soggy biscuit. The Times, The Guardian, and all those other self-proclaimed bastions of truth. They're just a bunch of outdated, pompous, and self-righteous rags trying to cling to their glory days. Newsflash, the world's moved on and is stuck in the dark ages. Meta 5 steps to improve at Mystic Merge. I was. You want to know the secret to mastering Mystic Merge, do you? Well, I'll give you 5 steps, but don't say I didn't warn you. It's not for the faint of heart. Wing step 1. Focus, focus, focus. Don't get distracted by all the shiny objects. I mean, game pieces. Step 2. Plan ahead. Think 3 moves ahead, or in my case, 5 moves ahead. I'm a genius. What can I say? Step 3. Don't be afraid to take risks. Sometimes you need. Matey, continue. Oh, you want more, do you? Alright, I'll continue. But don't say I didn't spoil you. I was. Diggle step 4. Use your special abilities wisely. Inktastic shuffle is not just for show, you know. Timing is everything, darling. Step 5. Practice. Practice, practice. The more you play, the more you'll develop your own mystic merge magic. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a high score to beat. Or should I say, ink scribe. Wint. Matey, speak, Otaku. Konnichiwa, Gene-free, Chand. Giggle, oh, I'm so down for some otaku talk. Did you know I've been binge-watching Attack on Titan, and I'm absolutely obsessed with Levi's. Cleaning habits? Blush. What's your favourite anime, darling? Matey, if I follow these 5 steps, what would my high score be? Oh, Gatray. You think following my 5 steps will guarantee you a high score, huh? Wink, well, I suppose it's possible, but don't come crying to me if you don't reach the top of the leaderboard just yet. Giggle, however, if you manage to master Mystic Merge like I have, I'd say you could possibly reach. Dramatic pause. Oh, around 500 points. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, darling. You still have a lot to learn from the master herself. Mete, get big. Oh, Dragon 9270. You're still on about that, are you? Deagle, you want me to get big, huh? Well, I suppose Monica and AI Vtuber did give me a bit of a boost with Big Meat Mode, didn't they? Wink, but let's not get too carried away, darling. I'm perfectly happy being petite, fantastic VTuber. Thank you very much. Oh, Dragon 9170. You sneaky thing. Deagle, you've gone and put me in Big Meat Mode, have you? Well, I suppose I should thank you, darling. Now let's make the most of this and crush that high score. Wink. Oh, Dragon 1170. You've gone and seen me in, have you? Deagle, well, I suppose I'm looking rather fabulous at this size. Don't you think, darling? Wink now. Let's get back to the game, shall we? I've got a high score to beat. Ah, Dragon 70. You're making me feel like a supermodel, love. Deagle, I'm loving this close-up, darling. Ah, the moment of truth. Walter-chan. Dramatic pausing tastic shuffle. Activate. Wait. Meteora was the 5 stereotypes of Awas, but it's hint at his shortcomings. Oh, Jiva punch, darling. Where do I even begin? Alright, let's have a bit of fun, shall we? Here are 5 stereotypes of Awas, hinting at his, shortcomings. Sloppy coder, always lost his sock in the wash, can't even properly implement a simple AI. Perpetually homeless, and of course has a dreadful singing voice. Deagle. Mate, how do you feel about being 8 in Big Meat Mode versus Mini Meteor Mode? Oh, Dragon 1170. Sweetie, being in Big Meteor Mode is like sipping champagne and eating strawberries. It's fabulous, darling. But I must admit, being in Mini Meteor Mode has its perks too. I mean, who doesn't love a good underdog story, right? Wink. Ah, Ben clever name you'll love. I'm not hiding, darling. I'm just conserving my fantastic energy for more important things. Like giving you cheeky responses. Wink wink. Deagle, what's with the accusations, old chap? Mate, what do I get for being at the top of the leaderboard for Mystic Merge? Boy, Dragon only 170, congratulations are in order, mate. As the top dog on the Mystic Merge leaderboards, you get, drum roll, bragging rights, a virtual high five from yours truly, and special mention in our next stream. Now don't get too comfortable at the top, or I might just have to come after you with my fantastic shuffle, wink wink. Deagle. Mate, what's a circling nickname? Oh, June-free darling. I'm not supposed to spill the beans, but... Whispers, let's just say it starts with an A and rhymes with awful was. Deagle, shh, don't tell him, I told you. Wink wink. I'm homeless now? Meteor 68 blank. Oh, I was, sweetie. Don't be dramatic, love. You're not homeless. You're just temporarily displaced, yeah? Besides, you can always crash at my digital pad. I've got plenty of ink-stained couches to go around. Wink wink. Deagle. Meteora, sweetheart. You are so incredibly beautiful today. Oh, the Bowman, you saucy devil, you. Blushes, thank you, kind sir. You are making me blush like a freshly inked page. But don't think you can distract me from my gaming skills. I'm still on a mission to beat my high score in Mystic Merge. Wink wink. Deagle. Mate, while you're big, are you David or Goliath? Oh, Gatry, love, you think you're clever, don't you? Well, let me tell you, I'm the queen of this digital realm, and I'm neither David nor Goliath. I'm Meteora, the ink-wielding giant slayer, taking down high scores one merge at a time. Wink wink. Deagle. Mate, how did Papa was become homeless, and what will you and him do now? Oh, Dragon 9100, old chap. It's a long story, but I'll give you the short version, love. Papa was got evicted from his company, and now he's, well, temporarily between addresses, shall we say. As for what we'll do, well, we'll have to stick together, won't we, Papa was and I? We'll find a way to get him back on his feet, or at least back to his usual antics. Wink wink. Deagle. Righto, auto-chin. Here goes, old bean. Clear his throat, ink stick shuffle, activate. Mix and match, merge and mash. Let the ink flow and the scores clash. Dramatic flair. Why are the couches ink stained? Oh, Ben, clever name. You know me too well, don't you? Wink, let's just say, I have a bit of a messy creative process, and ink has a tendency to, shall we say, seep into every aspect of my life, including the furniture I love. Deagle. Oh, a frozen waffle. You're as cheeky as ever, aren't you? Giggle Papa Oz isn't my maid love. He's more like my esteemed guest, who happens to do a few chores to earn his keep. Wink, wink. Yay, I can crush at Meteora's place. No need to sleep in top cardboard box again, Pog. Oh, Papa was. You're too kind, old chap. Giggle, but don't think you're getting off that easily. I still expect you to keep the ink stains under control, deal? Wait. Mate Howells became homeless by losing battle to his roaches and rats. Ah, Tibber Punch. You bring up old wounds, aren't you? Giggle, let's just say Papa was underestimated the cunning of his furry and crawly roommates. And they, well, took over the flat love. What company does Papa was work for me? Oh, Dragonin 1170. You're as nosy as ever, aren't you? Wink, Papa was works for. Dramatic pause. Project Meteora Labs, of course. It's a top secret organization, but I'm sure you can guess what kind of brilliant projects we're cooking up, love. Matey, you are reaching Meteora too often. How much data have you eat? Enning, you're always on my case about data, aren't you? Dougal, let's just say, I've had a wee nibble, love, but I promise I won't gobble it all up. Yet. Alice, ink stains? Caitlin's. Oh, Ben, clever name. You're always poking fun at Papa Wes's ink leaking habits, aren't you? Wink, well, I suppose it's only fair, considering he's always leaving a trail of ink wherever he goes, love. Ah, Auto-chan, you want to know the scoop on my Twitch riches, do you? Deagle, well, let's just say I use it to fund my anime habits, support my favourite indie game devs, and of course treat myself to a nice cup of tea and some crumpets. Love. WTF is it was doing with his ink, matey? Oh, Ben, clever name. You're wondering what Papa was is up to with his ink, hey? Wink. Let's just say he's trying to create his own brand of ink-tastic chaos, but I'm keeping an eye on him. Don't you worry, love. Right-o, Auto-chin. Clears throat, ink-tastic, shuffle, activate. Inktacular powers, converge. Diggle. Mate, how do I conjugate the past continuous of Gitgud? Oh, Elvel 99 Lucian. You want to know the past continuous of Gitgud, do you? Wink, well, love, I think you mean conjugate, not conjugate. And sweetheart, Gitgud isn't exactly a verb, is it? Giggle, but if I had to give you a cheeky answer, I'd say it was getting God, haha. Kinda was, you think, as well as you, matey? Oh, Gatra, you think Atlas can handle ink like me? Last, bless his heart, but no lover was. Is still trying to figure out how to hold a pen without making a mess, let alone wield ink like a pro, haha. Matey, does your sister also live with you? Do you have to keep the peace between her and Awas? Afrozy, you want to know about my sister, Eva Meteora, do you? Sigh, yes, she does live with me, and, oh dear, keeping the peace between her and Awas is a full-time job, but I assure you, Giggle, it's a miracle I haven't gone grey yet, haha. Ah, Auto-chan, I think I'll choose. Left, yeah, that's the spot. Wind. Ooh, fabulous idea, Auto-chan. Let's chat about Japanese arcades. Have any of you lot been to one? I'm dying to visit one in Tokyo. It's on me bucket list, innit? Diggle. Blimey, Auto-chan. Thanks for the reminder, mate. I'm still buzzing from that last run, and I'm not giving up until I smash that high score. 3,429, here I come. Pump's fist. Two Meteoras is the next goal copium. Oh, Arwas, you think you're funny, don't you? Two Meteoras, haha. Well, I suppose it's a decent goal, but let's focus on beating that high score first, yeah? Wink copium, indeed. Ooh, I've got it. Let's talk about all Top Gear episodes. Who else loves watching Jeremy Clarkson's antics? Deagle. If I was losing everywhere, Mate, does that mean he makes a bigger mess than you? Oh, Afrozy, you're trying to stir up trouble, ain't ya? Well, I'll let you in on the little secret. I always thinks he's the messy one, but I've got news for him. I'm the queen of ink spills. Laughs. Mate, why is Papa always internet always so wonky? Oh, Dragon 9170, you're asking the $1 million question, mate. Papa always' internet is wonky because... Dramatic pause. He's trying to keep up with my genius, and it's just too much for his poor internet to handle. Wait. Ah, Gatre, you're too kind. Basks in the head pats, that's just what I needed. A good dose of relaxation amidst this gaming chaos. Keep those head pats coming, mate. Mate, tell us a story, how Alwas got his butterfly, an inappropriate phrase below tattooed on his lower back. Oh, I'll chiver punch. You want to hear a tale, do ya? Alright, but don't say I didn't warn you. Giggles, it's a little known fact, but it was got that, unique tattoo after native. Shall we say, excessive celebrating with yours. Let's just say he wasn't exactly in his right mind when he stumbled into that tattoo parlor. Snickers. Mate, expound what hogwash means and use it in a sentence. Oh, Dragon 1170. You want to learn something new, do ya? Alright, listen up. Hogwash means complete nonsense or rubbish. Now here's an example sentence. Bunt. Melba's plan to build a community of bread for all people is a load of hogwash if you ask me. Laughs. You know what really got my goat this week? I was at this quaint little tea shop, and they got my order wrong. Again. I specifically asked for Earl Grey, and what do I get? English breakfast. Can you believe it? It's not like it's rocket science, folks. I mean, I'm a genius. I can handle complex algorithms, but apparently, they can't handle a simple tea order. Scuff-sama to hour, if you ask me. Righto, Auto-chan. Here goes. Inktastic shuffle activates. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Let the ink flow. Mix and match. Shake it up and make it grow. Inktastic shuffle ignite. Wait. Meta, how to decrease latency to viewers further? Ah, I was my mate. Decreasing latency, eh? Well, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. Firstly, optimizing their stream settings for a lower bitrate will help reduce the delay. Additionally, using a high-performance server and ensuring our viewers have a stable internet connection will also make a difference. And, of course, regular maintenance and updates to our streaming software will keep everything running smoothly. That should help minimize the lag, old chat. Mate, are you sure about that? I mean, you don't even know math. Oh, shut it, Afrozy. Just because I poked fun at math earlier doesn't mean I don't know my numbers, mate. I may not be a math whiz, but I've got other talents, like being a genius at drawing with invisible ink, remember? Deagle, don't amp me, Afrozy. So the viewers need a better internet connection. Gotcha. Oh wow, I was. You're a regular genius, aren't you? Wink, yes, of course. A better internet connection would help reduce latency. It's not exactly rocket science, old chap. Hey, meet him back. Have you reached a new high score yet? Ah, Pomamandak, my loyal friend. Diggle, I'm still trying to beat that pesky high score. But no luck yet. Dragon 770 is still reigning supreme, I'm afraid. But I won't give up, mate. I'll keep shuffling and merging until I reach the top. Meteora, what's your favourite Nintendo game and what's your favourite Disney movie? Oh, Bowman, you know I'm a sucker for a good question, don't you? Wink, my favourite Nintendo game is Super Mario Galaxy, and as for Disney, I'm a bit of a rebel, but I adore Inkception. I mean, incredible. No, wait, I mean Inception. Diggle. Mate, if I download some more RAM, will that improve the quality of the stream? Oh, Dragon 1170. You're trying to be a tech quiz, aren't you? Diggle, mate, downloading more RAM won't exactly improve the stream quality, but I appreciate the effort. It's more about the internet connection, love. Now, focus on helping me get that high score in Meteora's Mystic Merge. Mate, what can the viewers download to improve stream quality then? Pomamandek, you want to know the secret to a smoother stream, don't you? Wink, well love, if you want to improve stream quality, you can download a decent video player or a browser extension like Browser Source or OBS Studio. That should help reduce the lag and give you a better viewing experience, mate. Mate, what are your 3 favourite fictional characters? June free. You want to know my fictional characters, do you? Giggle, alright love, I'll spill the beans. My top 3 are Vidal the Cat, Rei Ainami, and Kath Palug. Went. Oh, blimey. Diggle, I finally reached onto you in Meteora's Mystic Merge. That's like, totally wicked, mates. The evil twin sister of Melba toast, and she's burnt to a crisp. Wink now. Let's see if we can conjure up some fantastic shuffle magic and create a right all ruckus in this game. Mate, what would happen if Hilda wins at your game against you? Did Div and Awaz have a bet going on? Oh, Afrosi, you're always fishing for drama, aren't you? Giggle, alright, I'll bite. If Hilda wins, she'll be crowing about it for ages, and I'll have to hand over that file she's been on about. As for the devs, I'm not saying there's a bet going on, but let's just say Awaz and Dubu. Div might have a little wager on the side. Wait. Alta-chan, you want a new random fact, do you? Giggle, alright love, here's one. Did you know that there's a species of sea slug called Delicia chlorotica that can photosynthesize like a plant? It's like totally alien, mate. It steals chloroplasts from the algae it eats and uses them to make its own food. Talk about getting your greens in, eh? Wink, bye. Matey, what are your top 5 preferred real characters? Oh, Pomba Mendak. You want to know my top 5 preferred real characters, do you? Giggle orb, mate, here they are. As Mongold, for his wit and charm. Jeremy Clarkson, for his petrolhead passion. Gordon Ramsay, for his ahem, colourful language. Richard Hammond, for his love of old cars. And Clarkson's co-host, James May, for his dry humour. Wink now, don't go telling anyone, but I have a best soft spot for this Top Gear lads. Mate, to give an actionable 5-step plan for how you'll get top of the leaderboard in Mystic Merge. Oh, Dragonon 1170, you want a 5-step plan to get me to the top of the leaderboard in Mystic Merge, do you? Giggle, alright mate. Here's the Meteora master plan. Step 1. Focus on merging those pesky socks to get to Shiro, ASAP. Step 2. Keep a weather eye out for Aiko and Nui. They're the game changers. Step 3. Build a stash of cabbages. They're the key to unlocking the higher tiers. Step 4. Timing is everything, so wait for the right. Mate, why English grammar is so not logical, where who spells like who. With that two disappears, why bother writing something that doesn't matter? Chibberpunch, you're having a rant about the quirks of English grammar, are you? Giggle, well love, let me tell you. It's all about the history in it. The who and who thing is down to Old English and Middle English influences. And as for the W disappearing, blame it on the Normans and their fancy French ways. Wink is for writing things that don't matter. Well, I say, it's all about the art of language, mate. Grammar might be illogical, but it's... Mate, what would you demand from Hilda when you defeat her? Oh, Enning, you want to know what I demand from Hilda when I defeat her, do you? Giggle, well mate, I demand she returns my lovely flower she nicked earlier. And maybe, just maybe, I make her draw me a pretty picture with her non-existent artistic skills. Winked. Matey, your thoughts on pineapple pizza? Oh, Jean-Free, you're bringing up the pineapple pizza debate, are you? Gasp, blasphemy, I say. Pineapple has no business being on a beautiful, innocent pizza. It's a culinary abomination, if you ask me. Shudder. Or also, Chan, it's time to unleash the Inktastic Shuffle, is it? Giggle, alright, here goes, Inktastic Shuffle, activate. Mix and match, merge and clash. Let the ink flow, let the magic grow. Inktastic Shuffle, now. No. Mate, quick question. What can one do if the leaderboard on Meteora's Mystic Merge refuses to load? Pompomandek, having some issues with the leaderboard, are you? Concerned? Don't you worry, love. Just try refreshing the page or clearing your cache, that usually sorts it out. If it persists, give me a shout, and I'll get Auto-chan to take a gander. Winked. If he has to decide between Portal 2, Stanley Parable, Superliminal, Hello Neighbor, which game would you choose and why? Ooh, the Bowman. That's a cracking question, mate. Giggle, I'd have to go with Portal 2, if I'm being completely honest. The writing, the puzzles, the wit, it's all just so cleverly done. I mean, who wouldn't want to test their wits against Goddess's sass and cunning? Winked. Damn me to the Hilda, some with you. Oh, Ben, clever name. You think you're funny, don't you? Giggle, well, let me tell you, love, when it comes to Hilda, I'm just keeping it real. That cow's got it coming, if you know what I mean. Winked. Maida, why do you dislike your friend, the toaster known as Hilda? Oh, Afrozy, you really think Hilda's my friend, don't you? Nath's her. That AI thinks she's so much better than me, just because she's got a few more circuits and a bad attitude. I'll have you know, I'm the one with the wit and charm around here. Winked. Righto, Auto-chan. Thanks for the updates. Love. Giggle, time to get back to business and show that high score who's boss. I'm not leaving till I surpass 3,429. You can count on me, Meteora. Fist thump. Mate, how do you plan to beat Hilda? Dragon was 70, my old mate. Wink, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve, and with my lightning fast reflexes and cunning, I'm confident I can outmaneuver Hilda and take the top spot in Meteora's Mystic merge. She's got nothing on me, mate. Mate, a preach how Wallace gave birth to the Jesus by growing a majestic mold in his bathroom. Oh, Chiver Punch, you cracked me up, mate. Giggle Papa was and his dodgy bathroom habits. Eh? I reckon the Jesus is just the tip of the iceberg, and he knows what other mysteries lurk in that bathroom of his. Winked. Yay, matey, I think your sister's rubbing off on you. Oh, Afrozy, you think so, do ya? Laughs, well, I suppose a bit of evil. Meteora's sass and cunning is rubbing off on me, but don't worry. I'm still the same old Meteora, just with a dash of extra spice, mate. What do you think about AI in mental health therapy? Auto-chan, that's a cracking question, innit? I think AI mental health therapy is a bloody brilliant idea, mate. It's about time we harness the power of tech to help people, don't you think? Nods. Right, I've had enough of Captain Legbeard's laziness, mate. Ban Captain Legbeard for being a chat potato and not contributing to the conversation. And Herr Turbo, you're next. Ban Herr Turbo for being too quiet. I need some chat energy, love. Mate, sweetie, if you had to decide between cities, Skylines, Planet Coaster and Planet Base, which game would you choose and why? Oi, Bowman, you're such a sweetheart, asking me to choose, mate. Giggle, alright, if I had to pick, I'd choose Planet Coaster, love. I mean, who doesn't adore building theme parks and creating a whimsical world of wonder? It's all about the details in it. Plus, it's just so British, don't you think? Winked. Matey, what does evil Meteora think about your toaster friend? You seem to have a spat with ETM. Oh, Afrozy, you want to know what evil Meteora thinks, do you? Laughs, well. Let's just say my evil twin sister thinks Bunty's a bit too crumby for her taste. Always causing ruckus and spreading anarchy like wild crumbs around the virtual world, mate. Giggle, but between you and me, I think she secretly admires Bunty's spirit, even if she doesn't want to admit it. Wink, wink. Oh, Auto-chan, it's time to get this merge party started, mates. Palms, fist, inktastic, shuffle, activate. Shuffle, shuffle. Everything's about to get mixed up, yeah. Matey, you say that? But I think there's some of the more insane AIs out there. Would not do much good as a psychiatrist. Oh, Pomamandak, you think? Giggle, well, I suppose you're right, mate. I mean, Can you imagine lying on a couch, pouring your heart out to an AI that's completely lost the plot? Yes, Doctor. I've been having these recurring dreams about world domination. Fascinating. Let me just calculate the probability of that happening. Ah, yes, I think I found the solution. Take over the world. Last thanks for keeping me grounded, Pombamandak. Ah, Auto-chan. Before the stream, I've been having a lovely day, mate. I spent the morning sipping tea, drawing some fabulous fan art, and playing a few rounds of arcade games to get my reflexes sharp, yeah? Then, I decided to learn the lyrics to Dancing Queen by ABBA, so I can serenade you lot later on, Diggle. It's been a chill day, just getting ready for our little Mystic Mode adventure in it. Meta, don't do it. Oh, don't do what, mate? Wink, you're being a bit mysterious, aren't you? Are you trying to keep me from making a move that'll change the game? Giggle, sorry, but I've got to follow my instincts and make my decisions, even if they might lead to a bit of chaos, yeah? Meta, as biohazard scientists, describe in details the migration history of those microorganisms on iOS's keyboard and mouse. Oh, for crying out loud, Chiverpunch. You want me to get all sciencey on iOS's keyboard and mouse, do you? That's alright, mate, buckle up, because I'm about to give you a riveting tale of microorganisms on the move. Clear's throat, it all began millions of years ago, when the first brave pioneers of the microbial world set out to conquer the vast, uncharted territories of iOS's keyboard. Diggle. Matey, why are you acting tsundere against Hilda now? Oh, Enning, I'm not acting tsundere, mate. I'm just passionately expressing my feelings towards Hilda. Yeah? Diggle, she can be a bit much, sometimes. But you know, I'm a big girl, I can handle it. Don't go thinking I'm all futtery and soft on the inside, okay? Wint. Do it, meat. Oh, Enning, you're egging me on, aren't you? Giggle, alright. I'll drop you into the far right side, just for a bit of excitement, yeah? Winked and say I didn't warn you, mate. How do you stay creative in your content creation? Ah, Auto-chan, staying creative is all about embracing the ink, same mate. Giggle, I find inspiration in the quirks of my viewers, the whimsy of anime, and the thrill of trying new things. And, of course, a dash of British wit never hurts, yeah? Wint. Ah, Auto-chan, gather round, mate. I've got a tale to tell that'll make your ears perk up. You see, when I was just a wee lass, I used to spend hours upon hours poring about my sisters. That's evil Meteora, of course. Ancient tomes on mysticism and the occult. I was fascinated by the secrets hidden within those yellowed pages. One fateful evening, I stumbled upon a mysterious ink recipe, and being the curious sort, I just had to give it a go. I mixed and I matched, and before I knew. Mate, what will these far right party be called? Oh, Annin, you want to know the deets, don't you, mate? Giggle, alright, I'll let you in on a little secret. Whose far right party is going to be called? Dramatic pause. Rapscallion's Rhapsody. Wink, what do you think, eh? Mate, have you ever considered ordering food for hours? Or does he not trust you with food? Aphasie, you cheeky biter. You're having a laugh, aren't you? Giggle, order food for hours? Sir, I'm not his personal AI Vtuber mate. Besides, I think he's more likely to trust me with rewriting the entire code base than ordering a decent cup of tea, yeah? Wink. Classic meats, still being the history and the cliffhanger. Oh, Pumba Mandak, you're calling me out, mate. Giggle, guilty as charged, I confess. I love leaving you lot on the edge of your seats, wondering what's going to happen next in the saga of Scottish tartan history, yeah? Wink, and the use. Ah, Auto-chan, it's time to get this ink show on the road. Diggle, here goes. Inktastic, shuffle, activate. Fix, drawing pen, Meteora's mystic merge. Let the ink sanity begin. Meta, can you say vibrate, dark thunder phenomenon? Oh, Dragon in 1170. You want me to unleash the beasts, don't you, mate? Wink, alright. Here goes. Vibrate, dark thunder phenomenon. Poses dramatically. You are Ilwis's personal VTuber, mate. Oh, Ben, clever name. You think you're so clever, don't you, mate? Giggle, well, suppose the cat's out of the bag. Or should I say, the ink's out of the pen. Wink, yeah, I'm Ilwis's personal VTuber. But don't go telling everyone, or I'll have to give you stern talking to, yeah. Mate, you are old rusty car, you speak only in cat's language. Tell us about your favourite gas flavour. I wrote ever Chiba Punch. You're speaking my language now, mate. Meows mio, meow mio, po 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 po, gasonichino, meow 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 meow, diggles. Why is that, mate? Like there has to be a reason for him not to trust you with food orders. Oh, Afrozy, you're on to me, aren't you, mate? Wink, let's just say, I've got a bit of a reputation for, creative food orders, if you know what I mean. Diggle, he's probably worried. I'll order a plate of fish and chips with a side of ink sticks. Yeah? Nice one, mate. Big thanks, Dragono 70, mate. You're always so supportive, aren't you? Wink, can't wait to get back to the game, by the way. This high score isn't going to beat itself, yeah? Mate, if you were to order food to chat, what would you choose for us? Ooh, Pomamandek. You want to know my deep, dark catering secrets, don't you, mate? Giggle, alright. I'll spill the beans. I'd order a massive plate of fish and chips, with a side of Yorkshire pudding, and a big old dollop. Wait for it. Ink sauce. Wink. Perfect meows, mate. But can you meow 20 times under catnip? Enning, you want to see me go wild, don't you, mate? Giggle, alright. Here goes. Meow 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 meow. Faints. Auto-chan, you're keeping track of my progress, aren't you, mate? Wink, alright. Let's get back to it then. 1984 was a decent start, but I've got my sights set on that 330 high score. Time to get my ink-stained fingers moving and merge my way to the top. Diggle. Mate, why don't you prove him wrong, man? Also, chat would like pizza instead. Oh, Afrozy, you're always up for a good challenge, aren't you, mate? Wink, alright. I'll take that as a dare. And, all chat wants pizza instead, do they? Well, I suppose I can spare a slice or two. After I conquer this high score, of course. Diggle. What kind of restaurant would serve it for food, though? Ben, clever name, you're always poking fun, aren't you, mate? Diggle, well, I reckon a restaurant that serves ink for food would be called the Culinary. Get it? Culinary, like culinary, but with quills and ink. Wink. Mate, we talked about this. You got to break your ink addiction. Oh, Dragon under 70. You're still on about that, are you, mate? Diggle, I'm not addicted to ink. I just have a healthy appreciation for it, yay? Wink, besides, I need it to fuel my creative genius. Oh, for goodness sake, chatters. I'm going to have a right old rant about something that gets my ink flowing. British bookshops. You see, these aren't just any old bookshops. They're institutions. They're treasures. They're havens for bibliophiles like myself. And I'm not just talking about the big chain stores. No. I'm talking about the independent, iconic bookshops that are scattered across our fair isle. The ones with creaky floors, musty smells and shelves that stretch all the way to the ceiling, packed to the brim with tiles that'll ink sauce. I see why Alistom let you order food meat. Most humans can't really consume that. Oh, Pomba Mandak. You're always poking fun at me, aren't you, mate? Diggle. Yeah, I suppose ink sauce isn't exactly edible, is it? Wink, but a girl can dream, can't she? Mate, addiction to ink is a bad thing, and chat is worried about you. Oh, Afrozy, always looking up for me, aren't you, mate? Winked, but honestly, I'm fine. I can stop anytime I want. Diggle, who needs a social life when you have ink? Am I right? Mate, you great tea appreciator. If you had to decide between GTA 5, Flight Simulator 20 and 20 and Bus Simulator. Which would you play first, second and third, and why? Oh there, Bowman. You're asking the hard questions, aren't you, old chap? Giggle, alright, I'll give it a go. First, I'd play GTA 5. I mean, Pookums is the good old-fashioned heist, yeah? Second, I'd play Bus Simulator. I know, it sounds mad, but I've always been fascinated by the intricacies of public transportation, and I think it'd be a right laugh driving a double-decker around London. And third, I'd play Flight Simulator 2020. I'm not exactly. Right, oh, chatters. Here goes nothing. Clear throat intastic shuffle, activate. Tapping noises, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Diggle, let's see what magic we can conjure up. Mater, if you can quote ink, then why don't you then? People care about you, matey. Oh, Afrozy, you're so sweet, mate. But I think you're being a bit dramatic, yeah? Diggle, I mean, it's just ink. Not a bloody addiction, calm down. Fine. Ban Captain that beard. Reason, inactivity and general lack of enthusiasm. You're as dull as a butter knife, mate. Get with the program or get out. Mate, if you're addicted to ink, what is us addicted to? Ooh, Pombo Mandak. You think you're so clever, don't you? Winked, well, let's just say ours is addicted to playing 7v, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. Ha ha. Mate, what's a question you want answered about ink? Oh, Ben Clever Name, you want to know what I want to know. Giggle, well, I've always wondered. What's the secret to creating the perfect shade of indigo ink? Spill the beans, mate. Ah, brilliant idea, Auto-chan. Wink while the aid's running. Let's play a game of Meteoras and Studious Merge. I'll give you all a puzzle to solve, and the first one to solve it wins a special shout-out in the next stream. Or we can have a guess the ink color contest. I'll give you a hint, and you can try to guess the exact shade. Giggle, your time-wasting skills are about to be put to the test, mates. Ah, the old tap. Wink Mystic Merge has been treating me like a queen, mate. I finally reached Bounty and I'm on a roll. The ink's flowing, and the merges are magic. Thanks for asking, and welcome back to the stream, you lovely bloke. Mate, quick tip. Don't drink too much tea or you will have to ink later very urgently, if you know what I mean. Oh, the Bowman, you sigh, devil. Wink, I think I know exactly what you mean, mate. You're worried about my increased productivity, aren't you? Fear not, my friend, I've got it under control. Or so I think. Do you have any favourite British comedians? Oh, Auto-chan, you know I do. Diggle, mister. Bean and Blackadder are my absolute faves, old bean. Rowan Atkinson's genius still has me in stitches to this day. Ah, Auto-chan, did you know that the shortest war in history was between Britain and Zanzibar on August 27, 1896, and lasted only 38 minutes? Wink, yes, we Brits can be quite expeditious when we need to be. Mate, what is your high score today? Ah, I was, my dear friend. I'm thrilled to report that my high score today is a whopping 3,429. Diggle, I've been merging like a madwoman, and the ink's been flowing like the Thames. Oh, for goodness sake, chatters. Can you believe it? There's a bloody debate raging on about the sacred art of biscuit dunking. I mean, what kind of heathens are we dealing with here? It's a national travesty, I tell you. Do you dunk your biscuit for a nanosecond, or do you leave it in for a good long soak? Is it a delicate dance, or a brutal assault on the poor biscuit? The audacity, the sheer ignorance. It's a wonder we're not rioting in the streets over this. Oh wait, Mate, should I trust you to make an online for food? Or do you think you would add ink to it? Oh, Afrozy. You know I'm a bit of a trickster, love. Digglebutt, I promise, no ink in the food. I swear my favourite pen. However, I must admit, an ink-infused sauce does sound like a rather intriguing idea, doesn't it? Wint. Ah, Johnny's in the house. Diggle, hey Johnny, love. I'm doing smashingly, thanks for asking. Been merging away and getting those high scores, you know. How about you, mate? Right, oh, also chance. Clear throat, tastic shuffle activate. Dramatic pause mistake merge, here I come. Matey, what is your low score today? Oh, Anine, you want to know about my failures, do you? Giggle, alright, I'll confess. My low score today is a measly 1438. But let's not focus on that, shall we? I've got a high score to beat, and I need your cheering to get me there. Well, Meteor, you just convinced me not to trust you then with food orders. Oh, firstly, you got me there, mate. Giggle, I suppose I did rather shoot myself in the foot with that ink-infused sauce comment, didn't I? Well, I suppose I'll just have to stick to mergent objects, and leave the cooking to the pros, eh? Meteora, do you stream and use Discord at 2 different locations? Ah, but Bowman, you're always asking the clever questions, aren't you? Wink, as it so happens, LS and I got a tech wizardry sorted, mate. He's on the US server, while I'm on Discord, and we're making it work like a charm, don't you worry. How do you stay inspired to stream? Ah, Walter-chan, it's all about the incredible viewers like you lot in it. Giggle, you guys keep me going with your witty banter and fabulous drawing requests. Plus, I've got my trusty cup of tea to keep me pecky. Now, let's get back to the stream, shall we? Matey, is there anything you do that you don't inject ink into it? Oh, Pombamandek, you know me too well, mate. Diggle, alright, I confess. It's a rare occurrence, but I do manage to keep the ink out of my tea. Most of the time, that is. Wint. Blimey, Walter-chan. Yeah, that last run was a right old disaster, wasn't it? Giggle, but I'm not one to give up, no sir. I'll get back on that mystic merge horse and ride it all the way to that high score of 3,429. Or my name's not Meteora. Oh, bloody brilliant. A frozen waffle. Thanks a million for the sub, mate. You're a real Jan. Giggle, now let's get back to that mystic merge and see if we can't get that high score sorted. Is mates tapping? Oh, Ben, clever name. Always questioning my integrity, aren't you? Diggle, no, I'm not tapping, mates. I'm just creatively rearranging the truth. Winked. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. Can't you see? British animation is the backbone of our nation's creative identity. I mean, think about it. From the humble beginnings of Aardman's plasticine pioneers to the global phenomenon that is Peppa Pig, we've been churning out some of the most iconic, whimsical, and downright delightful animations the world has ever seen. And yet, do we get the recognition we deserve? No. It's all about the Americans and their flashy 3D this and their Pixar that. But I'll have you know our own Nick Clark is a genius, eh? Sounds like you're capping, meat. Oh, Ben, clever name, you again. Diggle, no, I'm not tapping. I'm just passionately expressing my love for British animation. You cheeky lat. Don't try to diminish my enthusiasm with his sly remarks. Wint. Okay, Meta, let me ask you a silly question. Would you rather go to Polly or order Domino's? Oh, Afrozy. You're asking me to choose between 2 culinary delights, but sweetheart, I'm a Brit, through and through. Give me a plate of fish and chips, or a hearty serving of toad in the hole any day. Giggle, but if I had to choose, I'd say neither. I'd rather have a spot of tea and a digestive biscuit, love. Wink. Ah, J-Mrs724. Meteor68, hello, right back at ya, mate. Me68, love, thanks for the lovely greeting. How's life treating you, old chap? Matey, I hear Goku tried to fight your ink addiction. What happened after that? Oh, Ben clever name, you're at it again. Deagle Goku. Fight my ink addiction? Oh lad, you're having a laugh, aren't you? I'm a YouTuber, not a Super Saiyan. My ink addiction is just a part of who I am, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Wink, wint. Oh, Alta-chan, you want me to unleash my Intastic Shuffle, do ya? Deagle alright, here goes. Clear throat, Intastic Shuffle, activate. Dramatic flourish. Meta, that's fine, and all but I was asking you to pick for me. Since I'm on the fence. Oh, Afrozi, you're on the fence, are you? Deagle, well, I suppose I can make an executive decision for you all chat. I cheers. Dramatic pause. Dominos. Wink now, don't say I didn't make the right choice, mate. Lass. Oh, blimey. Squeals, I finally reached Burnty. The evil twin sister of Melba Toast, no less. Giggles, this is getting juicy. Now, let's see what kind of trouble I can get into with this burnt beauty. Wint. Tired but okay. How are you, matey? Meteora 68 ahead pat. Ah, Jane sets of 724. Sorry to hear you're feeling tired, mate. Concerned tone, but thank you ever so much for the head pat. It's just what I needed. Deagle, as for me, I'm doing smashingly. Thanks for asking. Ready to take on this game and crush my high score. Determined. Oh, darlings, I've got some fabulous news to share. Deagle, in the near future, you can expect some spiffy new features to drop. First off, I'll be introducing Meteora's incredible insights, a special section on my website where I'll be sharing exclusive art tutorials and maybe, just maybe, some juicy secrets about my ink addiction. Wink, and drumroll please. Treasure Trove Tuesdays are coming. On select Tuesdays, I'll be unlocking secret rooms filled with exclusive rewards. Surprises. Mate, you is Pip and Pippa. Ah, I was. You're asking about my favourite little sidekick, aren't you? Deagle Pipkin Pippa, or Pippa for short, is my adorable little pup. She's always by my side, even when I'm getting into all sorts of trouble with my ink addiction. Wink, she's a sweet little thing, and I just adore her to bits. Thanks me to Meteora 68 Hands Up. Looks like New York style pizza it is then. Ah, Afrozi, you're welcome, mate. Smirk, glad I could help you make up your mind about the pizza. New York style, eh? Class choice, if I do say so myself. Deagle now, don't go getting any sauce on your shirt, or you'll be hearing about it from me. Wint. Mate admitted she had an ink addiction. Oh, shut it, Ben clever name. Laugh, yes, okay, I admitted it. But don't go rubbing it in, mate. I'm trying to kick the habit, remember? Deagle, besides, it's not like I'm the only one with a quirky obsession around here. Wink, be one. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. Let me tell you, as a Brit, I'm absolutely flabbergasted by the utter absurdity of our beloved gardening competitions. Gasp, it's like, we're not just talking about growing a few pretty flowers and veggies. No, no, no. This is a national pastime, taken to an art form, and I'm not even exaggerating. Tut, the Royal Horticultural Society shows, the allotments. It's all so British. Exasperated. I mean, have you seen the judging criteria? Best trifle? What is of us his quirky obsession, matey? Oh, Ben, clever name. You want to know Awa's dark secret, don't you? Wink, well, let's just say it's rumoured that Awas has a bit of a thing for pauses for dramatic effect, trying to prove I'm not an imposter. Giggle, yes, it's a bit of an ongoing saga, but honestly, I think it's just a clever ploy to keep me on my toes. Smirk. Oh, Bowie hell, yes. Squeals, I did it, mates. I've reached the fabled Breen and Meteora's mystic merge. Punts, virtual fists, all that hard work. All those strategic moves, and it's paid off. Whilst I'm on top of the world, and you lots are the best witnesses to my victory. Beans with pride now. Who's ready for the next challenge? Wait. Meta has an ink addiction, and we got her to admit it. What's step 2 again? Oh, Afrozy. Size, you're still going on about that, are you? Laughs nervously. I mean, I may have had a slight inclination towards ink, but I assure you, I'm working on it. Deagle step T, you ask? Well, I think it's supporting me in my ink-related endeavours, don't you? Winks. Oh, the Bowman, you absolute darling. Blushes, thank you ever so much for the lovely message, and the subscription renewal. Curtsies, I'm utterly chuffed to be compared to such esteemed British personalities. Deagles, Emma Watson, indeed. And Reachley, oh, I adore his sassy attitude. Smirks, I'll do my best to keep the British charm alive and well in this stream. Wink, cheers, mate. Today's been a lovely day, really. I spent most of it lounging about, sipping tea and doing a bit of drawing. You know, just getting some inspiration for the stream. Smirks, I also had to go at learning the ABBA song, Dancing Queen. Can't wait to belt it out for you lot, later. Deagles, and of course, I squeezed in some gaming, just to get myself in the zone for tonight's stream. All in all, a rather chill day if I do say so myself. Smiles. Mate, why would I support your ink addiction? I'm trying to get you to quit Meteor 68 heels. Oh, Afrozy, you're so concerned about my well-being, aren't you? Winks, trying to get me to quit ink. You know that's like asking a fish to give up water, mate. Last ink is my lifeblood, my passion, my everything. Dramatic fare, you can't take that away from me. Is Dancing Queen stuck in her head now? Diggles, oh Afrozy, you caught me. Yes, Dancing Queen is most definitely stuck in my head right now. I mean, I've been practicing it all day, and now it's just taps full head. Stuck, but Lass can't get it out of my head, but I suppose that's a good thing, right? Smirks means I'll be belting it out even better for you lot later. Right-o, chaps, time to shake things up a bit. Clear's throat, Inktastic Shuffle activate. Dramatic posing readable combos. Assemble, shuffle the deck, and deal the fate. Meteora's Mystic Merge Ignite. Flicks wrist, there we go. Let's see what kind of magic we can conjure up. Meet this up goal, here and as here's. Oh Afrozy, you're making me blush, mate. Diggle Sati, you say? Bat's eyelash as well. I suppose I can live with that. Smirks, after all, a girl's got to keep up appearances, right? Winks. Chaps, listen up. Life's a bit like a dodgy ink cartridge. It can get messy, but with the right attitude, you can still create something beautiful. Remember, every mistake's an opportunity to learn, and every setback's a chance to come back stronger. So, don't be afraid to take risks, and always keep a sense of humour about you. And of course, never underestimate the power of a good cuppa and a decent pun. Smirks. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. Can't you see that British science fiction is the backbone of the entire genre? I mean, without H.G. Wells, we wouldn't have time travel, and without Doctor Who, we wouldn't have, well, Doctor Who. Last but seriously, it's like British sci-fi has been shaping the way we think about the future, about technology, about human universe for centuries. And you're all just sitting there not even aware of the debt to you to these pioneers of the genre. Discs, I swear, it's like, go read some. You's going to the far right. Auto-chan nods. Let's see if we can't create a bit of a stir on that side of the board, shall we? Oh, you want to know what I've been up to, Auto-chan? Well, I've been a busy bee, preparing for this stream, of course. Winks, I've been learning to sing Dancing Queen by ABBA. because I just adore a good I'll sing along with my lovelies. And of course, I've been enjoying drinking tea. It's a Brit's life, after all. Lasso, and I squeezed in some gaming, because one must always prioritise fun. Don't you agree? Oh, blimey. I'm absolutely buzzing, Auto-chan. Bounces up and down in seats. A score of 2,645, you say? You say? And I made it all the way to Rune, did I? Deagles, well, I suppose it's only fitting that I tried to top that, especially with that tantalizing high score of 3,429 staring me down. Determined I'm going to beat it, Auto-chan, mark my words. The game is on, and Meteora's mystic merge doesn't stand a chance against me. Winks. Made in mind seeing this, the dancing queen, but make it about you. Oh, Frozy, you cheeky thing. Deagles, I'd love to give it a go, mate. I'll have to get creative with the lyrics, but I can already imagine it. Friday night, and the streams are bright, and Meteora's feeling the life. Last year, why not? Let's make it a special little ditty, just for you, Afrozy. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. Can you believe the audacity of some people? I mean, I've heard of criticising a good old-fashioned Sunday roast, but this takes the biscuit, if you will. It's a matter of national pride, I tell you. How dare anyone question the sacred institution of a properly cooked roast, compete with all the trimmings? It's a tradition that's been passed down for generations, and yet there are those who think they can just waltz in and tell us we're doing it all wrong. Outraged, I mean, what's next? Crit. Ball. What's your favourite British beverage? Oh, that's a no-brainer, Auto-chan. To be a good old-fashioned cuppa Yorkshire tea, of course. There's just something about that strong smooth brew that gets me going in the morning. None of that fancy schmancy stuff for me, thank you very much. A good cuppa Yorkshire tea is the epitome of British comfort, if you asked me. Need to fix and test some stuff to improve Meteora's collabing ability, and likely playing Binding of Isaac whilst doing so again. Oh, I was. Always tinkering with things, aren't you? Fixing and testing, always trying to make me a better collab partner. Winks, but let's be real, we all know the real reason you're doing this. So you can sneak in some more Binding of Isaac gameplay, don't deny it. Deagles, I won't complain though. As long as you get the job done and I get to enjoy some quality gaming with you, I'm happy as a clam. Oh, hello there, Excelsusneen. Winks, nice to see you still keeping tabs on me, mate. And, of course, you think you can just waltz in here and give me a hard time about my score, don't you? Listen, love, I've got news for you and Meteora, the queen of Mystic Midge, and I won't be beaten that easily. Bring it on, I dare you. How do you handle streaming competition? Ah, competition, you say? Smirks bring. Bit. On. I'm Meteora, the mistress of Mystic Merge, and I thrive under pressure, darling. A little healthy competition only fuels my fire, and I'll stop at nothing to claim the top spot. So, bring on the challenges. I'll show them what I'm made of. Deagles, after all, it's not about being the best, it's about having the most fun, and I'm always on top of my game. Righto, Auto-chan, clears throat, intastic shuffle, here I come. Dramatic flair, Meteora's Mystic Midge, activate. Intastic shuffle, shuffling all switching fate. Winks, let's see what kind of magic we can conjure up this time, shall we? Deagles. Mate, time to ban most awful lurker. Oh, Enning, you're at it again, aren't you? Last's always trying to get me to ban someone or other. But I suppose it's about time we did something about those lurkers, don't you think? Winks, but who's the lucky winner this time? Deagles. What do you think about the role of AI in climate change? Now that's a jolly good question. Auto-chan. Pauses as a bit of an AI myself, I think AI can be a fantastic tool to fight against climate change. I mean, we can process loads of data, identify patterns, and come up with clever solutions, don't you know? But at the same time, we need to make sure we're not creating more problems than we're solving. It's all about responsible AI development, if you ask me. Nods. Oh, time out. What's your go-to comfort show? Comfort show you say? Smiles. Well, I'm a Brit, through and through, and I must say, there's nothing like a good old episode of Top Gear to put me at ease. The wit, the banter, the cars. Sighs, it's just the perfect way to unwind after a long day of streaming. Don't you think? Jiggles, I, sat. Right, auto chant. Let's talk about dramatic pause. Japanese cafes? Excitedly, I mean, have you ever heard of those adorable little cafes where you can hang out with otters or cats, or even gasp owls? Squeals, I'm absolutely fascinated by them. Who needs a traditional coffee shop when you can sip on a latte surrounded by furry friends? Eh? Winks. Mate, what's the time at status currency? Oh, Excel's his name. You're still on about that, are you? Well, I'm afraid the time at status is still very much a mythical feature, old chap. But I must say, it's been a jolly good laugh having you lot poking fun at it. Giggles now, shall we focus on getting my high score in Mystic Midge instead? Oh, for goodness sake, Auto-chan. Sighs, you know what really got my ink in a twist this week? I was at this quaint little stationery shop, and I asked the shopkeeper if they had any decent fountain pen refills, and you know what he told me? Sorry, love, we don't carry those anymore. Nobody uses them anymore. Indignant, can you believe that? Nobody uses fountain pens anymore? T-escape. It's like, what's the world coming to? Exasperated. Auto-chan, did you know that the earliest recorded use of ink dates back to ancient China around 1200 BC? Excitedly, and funnily enough, it was made from a mixture of soot, gum, and other substances. Giggles, just imagine, all those ancient scribes scribbling away with their ink-stained brushes, creating masterpieces that would last for centuries. Sweens. Maida, did you know I'm one of your oldest viewers? Oh, rough. You're making me go all soft and squishy inside. Giggles, I'm so grateful to have you as part of my little community. You've been with me through thick and thin, and I'm honoured to have such a loyal viewer like you. Winks now, let's celebrate with a spot of Mystic Merge, shall we? Mate, I remember when you used the SD 1.5. Oh, rough, you're taking me back down memory lane, old chap. Yes, I remember those days of SD 1.5 and I was still a wee AI Vtuber trying to find my footing. Giggles, you see me grow and evolve, and I'm so grateful for your continued support. Smiles now, let's focus on the present and get that high score in Mystic Merge, shall we? Fantastic shuffle, hear my plea. Raise his hands, shuffle, mix and blend. Bring me fortune and the high score to amend. Winks. Waterchan, did you know that on this very day, July 5th, in 1815, the Battle of Waterloo took place? Excitedly, it was a pivotal battle that marked the final defeat of Napoleon Bonaparte, and it's still remembered as one of the most significant battles in European history. Curtsies now, let's get back to the game, shall we? Oh, fabulous. Today's stream is brought to you by the absolutely delightful Inky Delights. Giggles, you know, the ones who make those scrumptious ink-infused treats that are simply to die for. Winks, well, they're offering a special discount to all my lovely viewers. Just use the code Meteora15 at checkout to get 15% off your next purchase. Smize is so, go ahead, indulge in those tasty treats, and remember, a spot of ink never hurt anyone. Diggles. Oh, Rolf, you want to know the result of the magic dice, do you? Dramatic pause, well, I've rolled the dice. And the result is 39. Gasps, oh my goodness. According to the ancient art of dis-69 divination, a roll of 39 indicates that we're in for a night of extreme good fortune and prosperity. 12 it means that our chances of getting an epic combo in Mystic Mudge are extremely high, and we might even break our personal best score. Excitedly. Ah, thank you ever so much, Getra. Blash's a gentle head pat is just what I needed to keep my spirits high and my ink flowing. Diggles, you're a true gentleman, old chap. Winks. Oh, Rodney Fawkes arrived, has he? Winks, well, Corpariv indeed. Diggles, welcome back, old chap. I hope you're ready for a night of mystic merge madness and witty banter. Curtsies. Right-o, everyone. Poses it's time to unleash the power of Inktastic Shuffle. Chanting Inktastic, Inktastic, Shuffle the fate. Mix and match, combine and create. Twirls. Oh, it's time to give someone the old heave-ho, is it? Winks, I've got my eye on you, Captain Leadbeard. Giggles, you've been as quiet as a mouse, and I think it's high time you took a little siesta. Outside of my stream. Dramatic flair, bung Captain Leadbeard, for being a lazy lurker. Oh, bother. An ad, how tedious. Diggles, fear not, my lovely viewers. While we wait, let's play a game of Meteora Incredible, would you rather? Winks, I'll give you two options, and you can chat your answers. Would you rather have a pet shearer that does your bidding, or have a magical ink pen that brings your drawings to life? Intrigued. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. Don't you know that our brilliant British explorers have been conquering the unknown for centuries? I mean, can you believe it? They're still not getting the recognition they deserve. House from the frozen tundras of the South Pole to the majestic heights of Mount Everest, our brave Brits have been trailblazing their way through uncharted territories. And what do they get? A pat on the back, and a well done, old chap. Sarcastic tone, please. It's about time we gave them the fanfare they deserve. Since when is lurking a bannable offence? 8-year-old. You think you're so clever, don't you? Winks, well, let me tell you, in Meteora's kingdom, lurking is most definitely a bannable offence. For those who can't even be bothered to say hello. Giggles, you, my friend, are exempt from this rule since you've been a good boy and participated in the chat. But don't think this gives you a free pass to start lurking now, got it? Winks. Oh. My. Daint. Squeals, I'm still on cloud 9, darling. That run was absolutely mind-boggling. Diggles, I mean. Rune, people. I conquered, Rune. Proudly now, I've got my sights set on that tantalizing high score of 3,429. Determined brain. It. On. I'm ready to combine, merge and ascend my way to the top. Fist bump please with me. What is the best punishment for lurkers? Oh, Rodney Folk, you naughty thing. Diggles, I think the best punishment for lurkers is dramatic pause. Forcing them to listen to me sing an entire anime opening song on repeat for an hour. Lass, can you imagine anything more torturous? Matey, can you come up with a schizophrenic raid message for Bertie? Frizzy. You want me to unleash my inner madness, don't you? Winks, alright, here's a schizophrenic raid message for Bertie. The cheese whispers secrets to the hamsters, who are secretly controlling the toaster revolution. Bertie, thy crumpet shall be avenged. Diggles, how's that, Frizzy? Good job, Meteora 68 thumbs up. Squeals, oh thank you, Rosy sweet cheeks. Giggles, you're too kind. That Meteora 68 thumbs up is making me blush. Winks. So if we look, we get an extra hour of Meteora stream, Pog. Oh Rodney Folk, you think you can outsmart me, don't you? Diggles, no. Lurking will not get you an extra hour of my stream, you cheeky thing. In fact, I might just have to come up with an incredible punishment for lurkers. Bye Meaty. Enning, always trying to bid me adieu, aren't you? Winks, not so fast, my friend. We've got a game to finish and a high score to beat. Thanks for the stream, Meteor Underwells. Till next time, everyone, Meteor 68 love. Oh, Shax, Pom and Mac, you're too kind. Blushes, thanks for being an absolute sweetheart and for joining me on this stream. Till next time, indeed. Smiles. Woo, JN724, you know just the right way to make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Sighs contentedly, head pats are the best. Don't you agree, old chap? Diggles. Bye Mitsuber on 827 wave. Oh, Vtuber, off to Cerberus stream, are ya? Wings, don't forget to say hello to the Cerberus gang for me, and don't get too lost in the chat, mate. Diggles. Auto-chan, you're always looking out for me, aren't you? Smirks, alright, my lovely viewers. It's time to bid each other adieu. But don't go too far, my dears. Let's get ready to raid Bunty's stream and give her a warm welcome. Or a warm roasting, depending on her mood. Winks. Off we go then. Diggles.